everyone, and welcome to this, the first episode of Perils and Possibilities, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition chronicle, dark fantasy set in the fictional realm of Elisium. With me today is...
I'm Ryan Carr, and I'm playing Philip Clydesdale. I'm
Dean, I'm playing Draenug of Clan Briarheart.
I'm Harry, I'm playing Gwyn Tegid Valentine the Fourth.
I'm Callum, and I'm playing Valkyria Doriu.
Hi, I'm Josh, I'm playing Jarell Nipret.
Hi, I'm James, I'm playing Cassian Vesadress III.
So, obviously that's a lot of names, there's a lot of learning there, but you know, we're happy to go on this learning experience with you. This is our first venture into doing a 2024 version rules of the 5th edition Chronicle, and we are excited. Just as a disclaimer that's been out in, all over the place, but worth sharing with you now, it is a dark fantasy campaign. So just to make sure that everybody's comfortable and in a safe environment, we will be taking stock of taking care and respect with the kind of things that we handle and deal with on the stream. It's just to make people aware that obviously due to the nature of role-playing games, you know, can't predict everything, so just bear with us as we work through things. So before we start, I do have a few thank yous that I'd like to share with people, and this is just to give thanks, give appreciation and acknowledgement to the people that have helped us actually start this stream up. First of all is to Helen. She's been absolutely amazing in getting everything together, helping us sourcing furniture, helping us build up the space. So thank you, Helen. Also to Chloe. We absolutely love Chloe. She was with us in a previous campaign. Unfortunately, she's not able to join us for this one at this time, but she's been amazing in providing miniatures, helping painting them, and just general support. She's amazing. George as well, and Luke for the table. The table that we are playing on is amazing. It's a lot better than the one that we were originally planning, and I'm happy we get to play on it because I did say one day I would have this chair, and I've got it. So thank you very, very much, you two, for making that a reality. We also have Kai and Hannah for bringing us the CPU that we have, that we're running everything off of. Without you guys, it wouldn't happen, so thank you.
You saved us thousands of pounds, thank you.
To Dean for building the Discord server. It was originally extremely bare bones, I'm not very technical, so we have a Discord server, and it's all thanks to Dean that it looks so professional and amazing, so thank you for that, Dean. Alexander for letting us use his music. Alexander, we are going to attribute you, it will be all over the place, but the music that you'll hear throughout the stream, the intro and everything, it's all provided by him with his consent and support. Thank you very much, it's amazing music.
It's Alexander Nakarada, if anybody wants to go and check it out.
Thank you. And people can find us on various different platforms as we go forward, just in case. We've got Instagram, which is Perils and Possibilities. It's the same for TikTok and also for Blue Sky, so you can find us on all of those. Happy to interact with people, and if you are interested after you watch the stream, please do have a look and just follow on, because you might want to join us again, fingers crossed. So in terms of release, we stream every Sunday. That's the plan. There will be the odd Sunday where we don't, but we'll give notice of those. And hopefully they won't be that frequent. But when we do, we'll have other content that we're going to be aiming to do on those days as filler. Any episode that is recorded, we're aiming to release at 5 PM British Standard Time on Wednesdays. So if you can't follow us live, follow us on YouTube. You can watch all the VODs back there, and hopefully it'll allow you a chance to watch at your leisure if you can't follow us on Sunday.
We'll also be on Spotify.
And on Spotify. So yes, I think that is it for our intros.
Yeah.
Any other thanks? Anything else that people want to share?
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Yes, and thank you very much. Also, to Smeesh, Mighty Paintbrush, been amazing in providing our overlays and just providing support. She is amazing. So yes. Thank you very much.
I have one more thing I'd like to say. You don't normally get this on shows, but our technomancers, the people who are running the show, it wouldn't work without them. In the room we have Elliot and Leo with us, and Jack as well, we know you're watching. Those people will make this show possible. Yes. So thank you all so much for jumping in and watching.
So thank you very much, everybody. We are excited.
So, yes.
Without much further ado, I think we're going to get started. So, it is the 5th age of the Realm Asunder, the year 4328, based on the Realm Asunder calendar kept by the human kingdom. The War of Wrath fought between the Seven Divine and the Veiled God, which is believed to have ended that period of time ago, 4328 years ago, sundered the planes of existence, separating them. On the material plane, the grand continent was splintered and divided, and as the sea swelled from the great flood, 3 great continents came into being. Our story focuses on one of these continents, called Vanar Surum by the elves that originally settled there, and now Elisium by the humans that have taken their place. It is a large realm, split and sundered by various mountainous regions, hills, grasslands. It stretches a wide expanse, divided midway between the world's spine mountains, or as they are called, Ostia and Wayward by the elves. Now, in the time that followed the sundering of the realms, the Great War took place. The Elven Empire that originally spanned and encompassed the vast majority of the realm was usurped, as a Dark Lord had risen and taken power, slowly subverting people, subjecting them to activities that have lost to history but whispered out fearfully. The world has not forgotten, and as the elves were overthrown, and the humans that were introduced to that war and to the realm to help fight it have slowly settled and expanded, the realm has become theirs. Disparities, conflicts have followed, and in the time, the world has changed. Ostia, the largest capital of the humans, is the centre of politics and the home of the king. The original king that had been ruling for over a decade has not long passed, and rulership of the realm has passed to his son, Aldrich Valerian, also known as the Child King. For at the time of his father's death, he is but 3 years old. Stewardship of the realm was passed, along with the title of Lord Protector, to the first of his uncles, Neris Valerian, while his younger uncle, Karl Valerian, also known as the Wolf of Elisium, has celebrated the inauguration of his nephew by beginning a new conflict with the elves. This conflict has pushed west, back towards the Ward Spine Mountains, and lands that once belonged to the elves and have belonged to the elves for centuries have now been relinquished through bloodshed, conquest, propaganda, and subjugation. The Wolf of Elisium's fame has grown. Human superiority in their own eyes is on an all-time high. And not since the times of the Great War has things looked so bleak for those not part of the ruling elite. Ostia is a place where this is keenly felt by those marginalised few, and celebrated and lauded by those in power. Humans are the vast majority that rule this city. But it's hard to forget for those that live it every day. However, newcomers to the city easily overlook it, for the city itself is wondrous. Built long ago, it is a city that is a home to 500,000 people, and it straddles the river Unduin, that stretches from the south to the north of the realm and bridges with the sea. At an intersection, this city sits, and 3 bridges, the north, west and east bridges, connect these 3 parts of this magnificent city. And it is here that you will find yourselves. Brought for one reason or another, you have come to the walls of the city and been here for a period of time that varies between you, some for scant days, some for most of your lives. And the city, even to those that have been here for a while, is a changed beast. It is thriving. It is busy. The wealth of the war has been good to those that live here, further building the reputation of the Wolf of Elisium, who continues to push west. The common people love the war. They love the successes, and they love the wealth that it has resulted in. Most of them. On the outskirts of Ostia, this influx of wealth is less keenly felt. The alienage for those that are not in privileged positions, scant difference is felt. But these places are hard to see when you're looking at the city from atop its hill. Such small parts of a large mosaic of colour and beautiful visuals. Unless you're within these places. Whatever reasons have brought you to the Will-o'-the-Wisp Tavern, you are first-hand witnesses to this difference. The tavern itself, despite being in one of the poorer areas, is expansive. Has an open area out front where most people like to sit and enjoy the early onset of summer. Warm sun overhead, a calming breeze that supplements it rather than makes you feel suffocated. It's complemented by cold drinks and surprisingly good food. People are all over this place. It is bustling. And somewhere deep inside, although you struggled at different points to get inside and actually have a full look of the place, somewhere someone's playing music. It's a foreign song, not recognised in here, but that in itself is an appeal and fitting for a place that caters not just to humans, but to a variety of people. And whilst people do get side-eyed, and whilst people do get the odd mutter, it is nothing compared to what the rest of the city subjugates these people to, so by comparison, there is a measure of comfort to be had here. Within this bustling place, as tavern wenches and bartenders move between the tables, taking orders, taking sizzling pieces of meat brought in local from the butchers and sourced to various people that can actually afford to pay for it, all of you find yourselves. Cassian, would you like to describe yourself and where you currently are in this bustling tavern?
So, sat at the bar, you see a pale human with piercing green eyes, long red hair, and what looks like it was very fine clothes once, but is a faded green doublet with maroon cravat. He is probably on his second drink by now, just at the bar.
Val, would you like to do the same?
So, Val is a rather unique looking individual. He's humanoid, quite tall, about 6'3", quite pale skin. The most noticeable thing about him is his hair. It's a bit of just a sort of a mess, but the right hand side is like a shock white colour, but then on the left hand side it's more of like a mossy green. It's kind of like a weird meshing of a two-tone split. For those that may be close enough to see his face, his right eye is a sky blue colour, but his left is a pale green. He's wearing a giant cloak on his back, a giant green cloak which has a golden embroidered symbol of a dragonfly on the back. And on his front he's wearing mostly plain sort of commoner clothes and solid boots, but he has a leather sort of chest plate that covers from his chest and down to his arms. His left arm is fully wrapped from shoulder to fingertips in heavy bandaging, and he would probably also just be leaning at the bar trying to get served, essentially getting drinks for himself and his companion that he is currently travelling with.
And your companion, if he'd like to describe himself.
Jarrell is sort of slightly tanned, pale skin, human with about shoulder length, let's say auburn, sort of brownish hair. Not quite sat at the bar. He's in very, very tattered leathered armour. It looks as though he's had a little bit of a sort of travelling rougher life. A bow strapped to his back with a relatively small quiver of about 20 or so arrows within it. And rather than drinking at this particular time, though if you do look when no one else is looking, if you seem to catch him, he does stare hard at the liquor on the back and intensely. He does in fact have a small water in front of him, which looks like it hasn't been touched at all, and instead he is just aggressively whittling and sort of slightly sharpening one of his arrows while stood next to Val, not looking at anything but the arrow, and a tiny bead of sweat dripping down the side of his face.
So amongst this hustle and bustle, two of you have found it particularly difficult to navigate. Not by virtue of people intentionally getting you away, but by sheer logistics of size. One of you, it's not been so difficult. Philip, if you'd like to describe yourself.
Yes, so as a shorter species, I'm about 5'2", sat in the corner of the room. I've been there for several days and no one has really seen me eat or drink much, maybe like once a day. And the most striking thing about him is that he has a really tattered chainmail shirt on, which ends like short sleeves, but then there's just these really thick, heavy, dark metal gauntlets. He never takes them off. They're just the biggest, chunkiest, rustiest, dirtiest things you've ever seen in your life. And he just sort of sits intently in the corner staring at people. He's got a black beard and black hair in a sort of messy braid with a slight graying throughout it. What you do notice, if you stare at him for long enough though, there's a slight milkiness to his eyes.
Okay. Now the other one that would have found it difficult to navigate is the throng of people. Ragnar.
Draenor.
The Draenor.
Draenor. Draenor, as you see him, is a very, very short being. He is a gnome. You can tell by the sheer size of his ears in comparison to the rest of his face. He has these big, pointy ears that, if they were on a normal sized person, you might think they were elven. He has leathers and furs and hides that cover his body. He's got mud traipsed on his side, and he carries a tall wooden staff, which the occasional person who does step in his way does get a little bonk to shift them, to remind them that he is here. He would be sat on a stool at the bar, having a pick over what has been provided to him. It is a luscious, delicious meal. Anyone would be happy to see that, but for him, why do you need honeyed ham? Ham is good enough on its own. Why is it dripping with salt? I'd be more than happy to have some honey on the side. Why have you gone to this extent here? And I've not seen any pigs around here. Where are you getting this ham from? He has a beard and he has a long ponytail down the back of him that again is kind of an auburn, earthy kind of look to it. He has one of those beards where it's brown but there's lots of ginger coming through and little flickers of grey and white here and there.
Okay. So before we go to our sixth, whilst you're manoeuvring through this crowd, giving the occasional bonk to the impetuous person that stands in front of you, one particular person catches the edge of a particularly vicious bonk because he just won't move. So you hit him again. He turns and looks at you, and there is a gentleman with cropped hair, human. And as he looks down at you, you realise that he's in particular fineries, and although he has a cloak up, he's doing an absolute piss poor job of hiding the fact that he belongs in a different part of this city. But as he turns and looks at you, he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, did I stand on you?"
No, you
mean
didn't.
to.
You were just in the way.
Oh, allow me to buy you a beverage, a beer, perhaps.
Yes, sure.
Right, follow me, out of the way! And he begins pushing his way towards you. And people seem to acquiesce to a get out of the way a bit better than a bonk. But even so, he struggles and leads the way. But in walking in his wake, you manage to navigate your way towards the bar. And whilst he is... Hello? Oh, sorry, you were first. Yes. Are you also serving? Hello? No? We'll be served in a minute. And he looks down the bar. Gwen? Gwen, would you like to introduce yourself?
Gwyn is sat surrounded by people kind of noticing him, quite intently staring. There's a shock of brilliant white hair billowing from his head, very hard to miss, as well as the two scabbards that he has. One is sort of covered by the fact that he has so much hair, but it's a large greatsword on his back. You can just see like the handle coming out and then the sword coming down from the bottom of it. Nothing really in between. And then at his side there is a brilliant gold ornate rapier. He's wearing a sky blue tunic. It looks very well kept but clearly worn. You know when you keep a piece of clothing you really like, try and keep it in its best condition, but it's just getting worn. And some like nice worn leather boots with a red tapering on the side. He's absolutely talking up the person at the bar right now.
Which is why she's not answering him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as you're drawn by the sound of your name quite prominently being yelled in this place, you look over and it takes you a moment to recognise, but only a moment, Gaslow Thorne, a long-standing friend of yours and one of the few that you might have surmised would be a bit more forlorn than other people about your changing circumstances. And as he spots you, and he draws back his hood, as though it's impeding his vision somehow, leans further across the bar, knocking over a drink, and as the guy looks at him in indignant, impending violence, he scarcely notices and instead just waves him away. By the seven, it is! I knew you were somewhere in the city! Move! Sorry, I'll be here in a moment. I haven't forgotten, I'm a man of my word. Now, if you excuse, and he shoves you out of the way and moves over towards Gwyn. Why, you old dog, why here? Where have you been?
Well, I thought it was time to venture back towards more civilised parties, I guess. I mean, you can't get more civilised than here, can you?
It's subjective.
True.
But I like the aesthetic.
Yes, well, it's better than the forest, I can tell you that much.
You've not been poaching.
No, gosh no. Trapping and keeping when I can, but...
You're aware they're cracking down on that now.
Well, I stayed very well hidden, thank you very much.
Given that in a scant few days, His Royal Highness is due to turn 4. The celebration feast is going to be magnificent.
Yes, that's why I'm back, to be honest. I wanted to get away so I wouldn't get caught.
Oh, okay, so you will be there.
Sure, I will make an appearance of some kind. I'm sure I'll be noted by some of the people there.
I mean, you'd have to. If Ingrid can't make it, you have to be there.
Yes, Ingrid.
How is she, lad?
How is she?
Full arms, limbs, not being beheaded by an elf? Or...
Well, I hope she's in good standing. I
hope so.
I've not seen her in a plenty while, to be honest.
But you know what? It has been an age says, do you still play?
I dabble.
You do. I'm going to take that as a yes.
Sure.
So, now that I know the reason why our lovely bar wench has been ignoring me, valid by the way, he is a handsome man, I would appreciate... Right. I want a good game. We'll get a few more,
Okay.
and then you are going to tell me everything, because No. Listen to Gazlo.
Okay.
You're going to sit with me and you're going to tell me everything, because this, my friend, has made my day. So, let's have a look at people that look like they won't spark me out the moment I invite them. Right, this gentleman here, I already owe him a beer, and might as well compliment that with a game. Do you play, sir?
Play what?
Well, it's your choice. We've got 3 Dragon Ante, we have various dice games. I'm particularly fond of Farkle. Farkle, by the way, that's the game we're playing.
He loves Farkle.
Oh, I'm good at Farkle, that's why I like Farkle. Only an idiot chooses a game he's going to lose. So, join us. I'll even
Sure.
pay in your initial wager.
By all means.
Excellent. So, right. His eyes scan. And his head follows. And you're the first he notices. I say it's not just us that comes here. He looks rather, polished.
There's something familiar.
Right. You find a table. With that sword, it shouldn't be difficult. No killing.
Well, you know me.
And he starts, excuse me, pardon, move, move! A hand comes down under your table. Sir, would you like to join us for a game of Farkle?
Farkle, you say, darling?
Yes. You play?
Not in a while, but...
Well, let's change that. Join us, I insist. I've got a small budding party that I am looking
Getting
for.
my next drink and then I'll be right over.
I will pay for it, you just have to join us at our table.
You've made a friend today.
Oh, I'm glad. So, that gentleman over there, the one with the sword, not the handsome sword on his waist, that thing that looks like it could cleave a bar into, that gentleman over there, if you'd just like to follow him.
No, I'll follow any strong man, yes.
Well, you know, he has to be strong to haul that thing around. Anyway, you do that, I'm on the hunt. Right.
It's the air is charged today.
No. It's not a statue. I say, sir, Mr. Dwarf! And he moves across the room. And he is standing in front of you.
You've gone for the first week and won't spark me out.
There's a guy there who just
I never said this was a wise man. I just said
He's just sat there just like...
I say. And he lowers himself down so that where your staring eye line is, you just see Ace. Hello,
Hello.
Mr. Dwarf. Do you play?
Cards.
Well, dice.
Cards.
We could. And cards, yes.
He gets up and just starts following you.
That's a real
There's a genuine creak as he gets up with a metal like...
How heavy are you?
Very.
Right. See that gentleman over there with the giant sword and the flowing locks, and the guy that's following him with a look of adoration in his face? If you'd like to follow both of them, I will be with you anon. Now let's have a look. Okay, so we've got a dwarf. Got a gnome.
Collecting speeches.
Is he playing a game
I
or
think
making a
I've
menagerie?
done
This is the game of Farkle. It's how many different
He is
speeches
winning.
can you get around the table?
I think I've done my due diligence. You, sir, human! No, not you. Okay. You there, sir, with the bow.
Staring intently at that water, the bead of sweat dripping down his brow.
when he realises this is just another person that's just not responding, he kind of looks at whatever drink was sat in front of you, Philip, and just... Right, direct approach! Ruffles up his arms and moves over towards you and hand on the shoulder. Sir!
Instantly, the arrow underneath the neck. What do you want?
You have a fart?
Of what now?
Sparkle or cards. Whichever one results in the arrow removing.
Slowly lowers the arrow.
I'm a bit unclear which one the arrow was removed for. Sparkle or cards?
No, I think I'm not much for. What's a Farkle?
I will teach you. You're with him?
Yeah.
Excellent. 6. Join us. I will accept that. We will even get your drink since. I mean, that's a quarter empty at least. We'll get another one. Join me. And he marches across like he owns the place towards. Where have you gone?
I actually went back to where the dwarf was because he had a table. Does he have a table? Yeah. It seemed big enough for people. I didn't realise how many people you're collecting. So I'm standing next to this table and just like, oh shit, we need more.
When you glance over, he's thinking.
So there's 7 of us. 7 of us? Yes. I'm just going to go find the largest table I find and just like lean on it and say, hello there. I've got a very persuasive friend who really wants us to play a game. Please can you just let us be here for half an hour and then we'll let you come back. Just the people at the largest table I can find.
Okay. I've just got settled.
Well, there's lots of places to settle around here. I'm sure there's...
I'm sure you can find yourself a table then.
Well, there's 7 people and you seem to have enough room for 7 and there's 3 of you here. Thank you very much.
And as he watches the people coming over, he spies the fact that the one leading the move over is the gnome and the dwarf. And he's find their own, and he gets up and shifts off, leaving a now vacant table for you to sit at.
Well, friends, found friends. Let's take a seat and see what Grislow wants.
Jarrell, why are we here following this man?
I'm not entirely sure. I threatened to kill him, so I think that's probably like the best. What are you all drinking?
Angry Arrow Man, whiskey or something stronger.
Water, I imagine.
Water, please.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I'll
water.
have his.
Right, okay.
Seconded.
When he returns to the table, he has 4 or 5 bottles, full bottles of various different beverages of different shapes, size, colours, scents for those that will be able to pick it up, and he sets them down. And then there is a clatter of dice, cups which he has taken over, well, like mugs, flagons, and he just kind of tosses away the drink and just puts the dice in them and just sets it down, and then joins everybody at the head of the table.
Whoever is stood next to Jarrell might see a little glint of red as he's slowly pushing an arrow tip into his leg. Just, no, be good. Jarrell. Yep.
It's alright.
I know it is. It looks so good. It looks so good.
To be honest, I've heard the stuff here is swill, so...
Can I smell yours? If it's swill, I won't want to...
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Okay.
And he reaches for the bottles and he takes them to their side of the table. And he takes what is supposed to, I mean, with the right light and a bit of scrubbing, probably serve as a menu. And he kind of puts it in front so you can't see them.
Oh,
and then
thank you so much.
shoves a thing of water over towards you.
Thank you.
If it helps, friend, I will also be on water.
Yes, it really does. Thank you.
I am sorry, I was unaware that you were off.
No, yeah,
No. The intention today is to make new acquaintances with people and expand my horizons. I'm not exactly doing you any service by starting things off in this way. You'll have more success. Can you call Wench over for me?
Deirdre?
First name basis, you're quick.
Okay. I've known it.
She comes over and these, I know I paid for them. Can you put them behind the... I'll grab them later. It's something to eat.
Keeping some here?
Well, yes.
As she goes to pick them up, I grab the brownest bottle. Assuming it's whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly smells strong. Even with corpse, you can still sense something in there. Here on the outskirts of Ostia, here on the outskirts of Ostia, the things that you can legally buy are about as legal as everywhere else. The things they will sell goes beyond that list. Mm-hmm. And this is strong enough where even corpse you could probably catch a slight fragrance. So it's unsurprising that you've gone for that one. Take your pick before they go. Just keep them away from our friend, shall we?
Take the fanciest looking bottle.
Right, yes. Bye, Deirdre.
Deirdre.
Bye.
Thank you, Deirdre.
Deary me.
No, Deirdre. I'm sorry. I'm a hoot and a holler under the most circumstances, normally with a bit of drink. But however, thank you for joining me. I just thought, one, if I'm venturing into the lower city, it's better to have a bit of company. And I'm right, Gwyn. How long?
Oh gosh. How long has it been?
Yes.
Oh god, years it must have been. Please say it was years.
Well, you don't look like you've aged yet, and your presence has been missed.
No, I appreciate it. It's certainly been interesting not being here.
Wow. I'm sorry, we've not shared any... I'm Gaslow Thorn. I'm a friend of Gwyn here, and believe it or not, I know it might not come across that way, but I like to foray into this area of the city. I like meeting people, and you don't have such a mono selection of people to speak to. So I'm very, very happy to have you both at the table. It's nice to meet you both, and I'd love to find out a bit more about you, ideally over a bit of dice or cards. I have both. I come prepared. So, gambling, gentlemen.
I've heard of it.
What exactly is a farkle? I'll
Yeah.
say, so sat cross-legged on my chair, kind of, trying to lean up a bit and push myself a bit so, I'm kind of same height as much as possible.
I will explain. And he does. And he goes into the dice game with the different mugs. He explains about the fact that he has 6 dice in each. And as he shakes it and upends it, there is a number of dice that he takes out of the resultant pile. And he begins explaining the different scoring systems for what dice are taken. And then the remaining, he takes and shakes it up. And then turns it again and begins going through. After a while, he goes, bust. Gwyn, you might as well start on. Does everyone follow the rules?
It's Perudo.
Yes.
Right? Yes? If it's not, just say again, I'm happy to go, and then we'll do a round, and then we'll actually exchange. We won't go anything crazy, nothing higher than silver shillings,
Right.
but we could start copper pennies if that's preferable. It's just a bit of fun to complement the conversation.
I mean, I'll probably just watch for a bit, but yeah, sure, go for it.
By all means. And if you want to jump in any time, by all means.
Why are you trying
I
to
offer
pressure
to
me
spot your first round when we do. Just remind me and we'll do so.
Indeed, and this is how you city folks spend your hard earnings?
Throwing it on a table,
I mean,
literally.
Giving it to others?
You're on the right.
For the
Part
sake
of
of
the fun.
friendship.
Part of the fun. You might earn back more.
Okay.
it's... People tend to react to the invitation to a game better than they do if you just sit at their table with a drink and say, tell me all about you. It's an icebreaker.
Right, so you have no friends.
He has many friends.
Not really.
One can never have enough friends.
Yes. One can.
Huh?
One can have too many friends.
How can one have too many friends?
Well, if you have so many friends that it's one birthday every day of the year, and then you get another friend, you can't fit birthday.
I would have get expensive.
Too many presents, yes.
Is this a dwarf thing?
Why are you asking us?
Why don't you rich boys play and we'll watch you do it, yeah?
I'll join.
Excellent. Well, the entire point of this is it's His Royal Majesty's birthday in a couple of days, and
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's not widely said, but it is accepted that the celebration is as much for his beloved uncle's conquests as it is for a celebration of the monarch's rapid advance towards the age of maturity, where he can take over from his Lord Protector uncle. There's a lot to celebrate, but people in celebration tend to forget that lives have been ruined by this, and I think that meeting people is a good way to remind yourself that we don't live in a bubble. And it's hard to play Farkle on your own. You always win. It's boring. Or somehow you always lose, and that's even more impressive, but equally boring. So I've given my name. Why don't we share names for those that are comfortable doing so?
Well, I'm sure you've probably already seen my face before. I've at least heard of my family's name, so I might as well get it out of the way. I am Gwyn Valentine. So
Yeah, that's
never heard.
Yeah, that's pretty new.
I have been in the city for
A long time?
3 days.
Oh,
Quite a long time.
Yes, I've never heard of you.
okay.
I know lots of people here now. I've never heard of you.
That's unusual. If I'm perfectly honest.
What was your name, by the way? I didn't quite catch
Philip.
it. Philip.
I've heard of Philip before.
I have heard of.
Yeah,
Philip.
I've heard of Philip, the name Philip before, yeah.
It's very famous around these parts.
Yeah,
It's also a rather common name, so...
well, that's good.
Yeah, that's true. It could be a different Philip.
It could.
I
Sorry.
have-
Could be me.
It could be
Could be
you.
different.
Yeah. I mean, I've only been here 2 days, but it could be you. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I'm Drainog. You may not have heard of me. I didn't realise passing around names was meant to be a big thing in the city.
Apparently, so yeah, I'm not used to city stuff. What about you, Slick?
Cassian. Cass, to my friends.
Cass.
I love it.
Oh, you're a Cassia. Oh, I'm Jarrell.
Val. Just Val.
And what was that name again?
Gwyn.
No, the second bit we're meant to know.
Oh, Valentine?
Valentin.
Valentine?
Yeah, cool. No.
So
Is that a name that rings a bell?
it is a name that rings a bell for yourself. The Valentines are, in the time that the family has been on the more prominent political stage, they have risen. Only a few kind of social steps, but they're difficult social steps to climb. You're aware that the head of the family is a man called Aldin, but more to the point is the fact that their daughter holds quite a prominent post under the Wolf of Elisium, and is out west currently fighting against the elves. So the ins and outs of the families, the makeups of them and stuff, unless you are within their kind of liege circle to the same great house, you're not going to know too much beyond what you'd be expected to know. Especially since with the new coronation, with the war ongoing, with the Valerian family kind of establishing themselves in terms of prominence, a lot of the political landscape has changed. But you know that they are a notable family, and they're one you've heard of. Beyond that, probably not. Don't remember there being a son though. give your surname?
I didn't.
So,
All right, Mr. Valabrino, do you want to show us how this how the game works?
Well, I think it's best left to the experts, isn't that right?
I can explain again.
No, please.
Well, just show it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's play around. So, he begins showing people, he begins bringing food and drink to the table. True to his word, he has been quite generous in terms of the drinks as well. He made sure there is a surplus of water, and every time there is a drink brought over, he's kept it outside. And card games are introduced and flexed in between the two. So, you look like you were about to say something.
No, I was thinking. Sorry.
Okay. And the atmosphere continues to thrive. People bustle and move about. Your table is noticed. A number of people kind of look over. It's odd to see such a mingling. Whilst there are people in and out of different lineages, there is still a kind of side eye given to them. People tend to keep to their own things, as you'd expect in the victorious side of a city which has been quite heavy on its propaganda, wartime propaganda, even worse. But no one's really sitting and mingling, and that in itself kind of earns a side eye. But the comments are kept quiet enough because your group, as eclectic as it looks, doesn't exactly look like something that people with this low an amount of intake of alcohol at this stage are willing to kind of be overheard by. Usually the big sword types to help, weed things out. And dwarves, even with their kind of precarious social situation at the moment, as you understand it, because people don't know where the official line on dwarves in terms of this war is going to fall, most people are being cautious in how they treat dwarves, especially since the stereotypes are that you're particularly good smiths and similar, and they don't want to ever need a smith and then find out it's you that owns it. So ignorance and ignorant people working to the advantage here in that most people are giving this table a berth. And it gives time for conversation to flow. And Gaslow, for his part, is very open, very happy to talk and discuss. He is the, as you know, the oldest son for the Thorns. And the Thorns are a middling family in terms of the social hierarchy of the city. They themselves are of an equitable status to what your family used to be. But the friendship has kind of persisted, even though there is a kind of expectation that you get rid of the old and bring in something new, that was the expectation. Now, Gaslow has always been quite close to yourself. And in terms of imports and exports, he himself is quite studious. And he's taken a particular interest in the fact, or taken acknowledgement of the fact that the vast majority of the most beneficial wealth and imports for the kingdoms tend not to be made by humans, or at least don't originate in human designs. And that has kind of kept him a bit more open-minded than most of the people that you socialised with. So the fact that he's invited various people from clearly different walks of life to the table doesn't really strike you as surprising. But he's quite happy, conversational with you all, and minutes pass, turn to hours, as the bells go off in the distance, and chatter begins to become louder around you. People have drank more, people are more socially vibrant, very audible with their conversations. And there is one particular bit of conversation which reaches your ear, especially since you're not focused on the game. In fact, probably by this point, you've probably just seen people just grab random dice and then claim a score. That's probably what it looks like to someone that doesn't know the game. But one particular bit of conversation you do hear on the further side of the room is a low voice between two people.
Yeah.
And as one says something, he's given daggers by the other ones looking at him. And the conversation is roughly, they're keeping him up at the Black Keep. Right, okay. Well, what's that? Well, I mean, try and kill the king. Where are you going to stay?
Okay.
Right, well, when they're ready to announce that to people, I imagine they'll hold the execution to the public. Right.
That's all I hear pretty much.
Beyond that, it's largely a debate between the two about whether or not it's going to warrant a hanging, a beheading, or a beheading, or a being hung, drawn, and quartered. And the decision largely seems to climax with the decision that it is going to be a beheading, and that in itself signals. What are your proficiencies?
I have many.
It's beheading one of them.
Your intelligence proficiencies.
Oh, okay, cool. History, investigation, nature.
History, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, roll a history check.
The first roll. Okay. Oh dear. It's
To keep it with the first roll.
Off to a good start.
Stars we need to go
It's
on.
dark fantasy. Low makes sense. That is a 9.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
It's not, believe it or not, it's still a success. It's not a particularly high check.
Yeah. Thank God.
Beheading itself, you know as being a punishment that signals a particular social class.
Oh, okay.
If you are of a lower class, for something like treason, you'd normally be hung, drawn, and quartered, regardless of class.
Yeah.
The fact that this individual is being beheaded, if indeed this is somebody that, as they say, tried to kill the king,
There's an element of sort of class respect there.
yes,
The beheading as opposed
which a
to
common person would not get.
yeah.
They'd either be beheaded, not beheaded, sorry, hanged or hung, drawn, and quartered, or likely after long periods of torture. Also, this person is being kept at the Red Keep. Not the Red Keep, sorry. The
Black Keep.
yes, the Black Keep.
Yeah. Notes.
The Black Keep being the Royal Palace.
Okay, Black Keep's the Royal Pal. Jesus, that's keeping him close considering what he's just trying to do. Cool. All right. Oh no, go on.
Actually, no, you won't know the next bit, so I'll stop there.
Yeah, I am.
That's a scary name for a royal palace.
Yeah.
What should we name this beautiful palace? Black Keep.
I mean, it's worth remembering.
Evil
Certainly, humans would know within the group. There are a lot of humans tend to be quite blunt with their names, given that they came from barbarian tribes from the Shadowlands before they were brought into the Great War.
Yeah.
You can tend to identify the things that are particularly old because they don't have some of the more fanciful names that are more commonplace nowadays.
Yeah.
Hearing somebody called, for example, Aldrich is quite an old name compared to some more common ones. So there is a subtle kind of variance there that's suggestive of age.
Yeah.
The Black Keep is one of the very first things that was named because it was one of the original settlements that they did in their pushback, their contribution during the war.
Cool.
And it has since become a monumental castle and citadel within Ostia.
Okay. Right. I'm going to slide on over. I'm just going to just give me a second, but I just need to check something quick. I'm going to slide on over and sort of stand just behind, sort of not making my presence too well known, just behind Gwyn, and watching them roll dice and win or lose, not too sure. And then, as you're engaged in a dice roll, I'm going to very quietly whisper, "Do you recognise those two at the bar?"
What do the two at the bar look like?
Right.
Or do you want me to do like a history or anything? See if I recognise them.
So
You're posh, right?
the two that The two that were whispering weren't at the bar. They were towards one of the far corners of the room. You'd have to manoeuvre in terms of because you heard it rather than saw it.
Yeah.
You know there's two of them because.
In that case, would I have been able to pick them out?
You know where they are.
Yeah.
You haven't had a proper look at them.
Cool.
But as he's kind of, do you know these people? You kind of look around. The ones at the bar is full still.
Yeah.
In fact, it's probably more full now. It's a good thing that you've moved out of the way because now there's no wiggle room.
Yeah.
Poor Deirdre has not returned the food that she's promised, which
My salad.
Gaslow has noted. Yes, Gaslow has taken stock and looked around, but he can't see her amidst the sea of heads of this bar. So he's engaged in the game, but looking beyond the sea of people, you can kind of see the outline of a basic cloak. It's nothing too heavy because as you're going into the early start for summer, most people are starting to slowly change the attire into things that are going to be easier to breathe. So they're not that covered, but they are obscured by the fact that there are people at the bar. So if you wanted to get a better look, you would have to move.
Right, I think it's them. Keep an eye on them. I'm going to make my way directly over towards them. And
Out in the open, or
out in the open.
Okay.
However, I'm going to try and swipe a drink from one of the tables as I walk past.
sleight of hand, sir.
First character death.
Are you trying
Have a
to?
drink on the table. It's your drink.
Water.
So as you are manoeuvring over, just let me know. Are you trying to grab one from a table which is full of drinks? Does it matter if it's full or? Are you
Actually, slightly lower would be better.
right, okay.
Slightly more empty would be better. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Say do a sleight of hand with advantage because the place is bustling. Conversations are in full swing. People have been drinking.
Phew. Okay, 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
Straight off the table.
And
And it immediately hits you that there is a strong smell of whatever is in this drink. It is good. It's sweet. And it is inviting.
okay, phew.
Would I be able to see him doing any of this as I'm trying to keep an eye on the other people?
Right, okay. Not with an 18 for the sleight of hand. You would have seen a move off. You haven't seen it taking anything. None of you have, based on passives.
As I do, I take it and I'm just going to start stumbling, slurring, and I'm going to reach for the individual in the cloak and go to grab the coke and pull it off their head and grab their face and shout out a random name. Jonathan!
Okay.
Perfect.
A deception check, please.
Sorry?
A deception check.
I can do that. Don't make it performance, please. Deception, +5. Okay, 12.
Are a human, so you should have
Oh, I've
a
got luck.
heroic.
I have got a heroic as well.
Yeah, you have a heroic inspiration to start off with. Just keep that.
Yeah.
That one off.
So,
you hit it every
as a heads up to people watching, because we're using the 2024 rules, people here are a lot more familiar with the 2014.
Yes.
So if there are some slip-ups and we resort to the old rules, we'll do our best to try and rectify, recognise and not repeat them. But bear with us if we do get things wrong, because we're still learning.
Do you know, this could be
rules.
important. I'll use my heroic inspiration to give myself advantage in this thing.
Okay, so mark it off.
Yep. One moment.
If we go.
Oh, that's more like it. That is a 24.
Right, okay. So, a combination of factors here work in your favour.
Mm-hmm.
Moving over towards the table, and you adopt a natural sway. Too familiar to you to feel comfortable, but as you begin moving over, knocking over towards one of the table, the momentum of that knock allows you to fall into him in a way that looks particularly believable.
Yeah.
And as you stumble and the table is jarred to one side with a and you hit into this guy, you grab his cloak and it pulls back. And as he turns and looks at you, there is a look on his face which shows that of abject surprise.
That's good.
He is greeted by the face of a man that looks drunk, knows how to act drunk, and smells strongly of a sweet thing that he's currently got in his mouth, and to the back of your mind you are now keenly aware is now splattered onto yourself from the drink.
Yeah.
However, it also splatters onto him, and as he kind of pushes himself back into the chair, the momentum pulls the hood back, and you can see a gentleman with his hair tied back
Yeah.
and a beard, and he looks to be in his 40s. Pock-marked face.
Yeah.
His companion, however, just kind of looks at you, and they're not really trying to hide their faces,
That's fine.
really, beyond the donning of the hood. They don't kind of shy away or mark themselves. If anything, he's like, "Whoa, friend.
Oh, Jonathan, I've a long time been looking for you.
There's not no John here.
Huh?
Not no John here."
Is it? And I'll point to the other. Is the other one wearing a cloak as well?
Yeah, but he's across the other end of the table.
I'll point to the other one and sort of lean across the table and try and get low to try and look at the face. Not going for the cloak this time.
Doesn't try and mask it. He's got braids.
Yeah.
And he has a series of tattoos on his face.
Ah, this is good. Can I make any of those out? I know he's under a cloak.
Okay. Roll for me. We'll say history. Just
Okay.
going to tie into the
Yeah, of course. 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't.
That's fine.
It's not something people would normally be marked with, but it's clear from where it is on his face. It's not something he tries to hide,
Okay.
or would be able to hide very well.
Yeah.
But whereas the gentleman that you've grabbed has tried to redirect you off,
Mm-hmm.
he's looking at you like, okay, get the fuck off me. Just go back to your drink. It's fine. Just let me go.
Yeah.
The other one's staring at you.
So a bit.
And one thing that you note,
Yeah.
remind me, passive insight.
That's an insight. It's quite good, I think. That's just 10 plus my insight, isn't it?
Yes.
Passive insight would be 15.
What you're doing to him at the moment,
Yeah.
he's doing to you. He's scrutinising you, memorising your face.
Okay. Interesting.
And then he smiles at you.
Yep.
Careful, lad. Don't want to fall over and hurt yourself.
Terribly sorry, not Jonathan. I will. Is it Greg? Never mind. I'll go back to my other friend. There.
What?
There.
What?
Oh, he's over there. Bye.
You begin staggering your way back over.
Yeah.
And as you are you looking back?
No. Purposefully not. Yes. I will stumble back and sort of throw my arms over Gwyn. And those two. Recognise them at all?
Would I have been able to see the one guy's face when the cloak was taken off?
Are you looking?
I was keeping an eye on, just like side eye.
Okay. Roll perception.
Oh, what is it? Why was it so bad?
Enter a big beefer eye.
Start. You mean to go on, lads?
9.
9.
Ooh.
Okay. You don't see them.
Yeah.
You saw him kind of move towards the end of the bar and go around the corner. You heard his display.
Yeah.
Most people that was paying anything more than the basic of attention kind of heard his display. He does a very convincing drunk. And you can smell the alcohol on him. It's similar to the bowl that he had.
Yeah.
That Philip pulled aside. By the way, Philip, very strong. Definitely dwarven. Which in itself is a good sign because most places refuse to serve anything that's not human.
So I will say, for anyone who's been watching Philip, when he got the bottle, he poured himself 2 glasses, but he's because whatever, he's only been drinking out of one of them.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. So no, you've not seen anything.
Okay. Okay.
Which can. I might need more information than that. Just what do they look like?
And I'll grab Val and pull him over towards you. Someone's tried to kill the king.
Farkle!
Farkle!
Oh, why aren't we playing for coins yet? Coins! Coins! And he's distracted, and the conversation continues between yourself. He's clearly not paid any attention or heard it.
You know, the child thing that sits on the big chair, the king.
Generally, that is what it
Yeah, yeah. Someone's tried to off him. They're in the Black Keep. Those lads over there were talking about Jonathan.
And that's us concerned.
You're looking back.
Why?
Yeah.
The one that was eyeballing you
Uh-huh.
has shifted seats, and he is looking at your table.
That's our concern. Why?
I was just curious to sort of find out a little bit more. Yeah, I was a little bit curious to find out a little bit more. And look, I don't know if something's going down in the city or whatnot, but they're in the Black Keep, or wherever the hell the Black Keep is.
Are they looking this way now?
Are they looking this way, quick? As I slap you in the face, fun, in a sort of cheeky way. You silly bastard. Yeah. Are they looking?
You really do make friends, right?
If this is friendship, then sure. Yes, they are definitely looking this way.
One of them is.
Okay.
Do the rest of us know this conversation is happening?
You have to be really oblivious. It looks like the only person that's not paying attention is Gaslow, and Gaslow is absolutely fascinated with yourself. Your clothes in particular. He's like, on a bigger build, maybe. I could sport that. Farkle, by the way. You're very quick on picking up the note. He's clearly not as good at this game as he thought he was, because every time he yells Farkle, it's as though he's won, but Farkle normally means that you've lost. So it's a good thing that the coin isn't currently, although from the sounds of the rattling pouch he's getting out, he's about to want it. But he doesn't notice everyone else. Probably the only one that's not is you.
Yeah.
But there's not much. Everything's just din to you, really, at this point. Especially since you've been here for 3 days, the highs and lows of the conversations, the noise, the bluster, the heat, everything here, although it's not been too intrusive on your own kind of insular thoughts, it's kind of will just become monotonous, and you're not really hearing it or paying much attention. The noises these guys are making draws your attention more because it's immediate, it's there, it's in front of you, it's verbally aimed at you. It's hard to ignore these guys, but beyond that, it's just blurs of colours and people. Everyone else, now that he's drawn focus to it, you probably notice. If you want to say that you've noticed, you can, because he's drawn attention to it. But up until then, it's gone over your head.
Jarrell, remember when we arrived 2 days ago and we said not to draw attention to ourselves?
Yeah, I know, but they might know about the... That's what I thought. If they're sort of like high up, they might know a little bit about the, the thing on the back.
Right, I know a bit about what, sorry?
What was your name again?
Cassian, you?
Cassian, that was it, not Vindaloo or whatever it was. Yeah, so it's happened. Yeah, but don't worry about it, it's all good.
Well, I'd say we're due an execution from the sounds of it. I always enjoy one.
How loudly am I talking?
I think I'll lean over and give him a little bonk on the head and like, why are you acting drunk?
Well, I'm not right now, am I? I did. Okay, I'm being sneaky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not terribly if they're looking this way.
Right now?
Yeah, really sneaky. Yeah.
Oh.
I've hunted goose who are much sneakier than you.
Yeah. A single one.
Yes.
How was the goose sneaky?
He wasn't.
That proper
He was
honkers.
honking quite loudly.
Oh right, I see where you come. I'm not very good with people. Remember, I did say. Right. Yeah, the king. Apparently, someone's tried to off the king. Yeah. And they're in the Black Keep.
I'm glad he survived.
The wee one.
Yeah, the kitty wink. Yeah, that one. Not the. Sorry, Phil.
It's called a gosling for a baby goose. So someone tried to kill the baby geese, but it's summer they're grown.
You are fascinating.
That's one word for it, yeah.
Apparently, the wee one on the throne.
No,
The nest.
the gosling. The gosling. Someone's trying to off the gosling.
Someone's been trying to hunt the gosling.
That's good.
And so I'm guessing the...
That's illegal. They're protected by the crown.
I think it's important to note that metaphors may be lost on him.
Yeah.
Well, laws are lost on me, so don't worry about it.
Farkle?
Yes.
Who's Farkle?
Did you lose?
I was questioning whether he farkled.
No, it's not my turn. I've been waiting for someone else to pick it up. What are we on about a gosling?
I just rolled for...
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody's that bothered about it. It's just a kid after all, but you know.
Probably now attend the execution.
Does this happen often?
I don't know. I'm not from around these parts, really, to be honest with you.
Might I advise, if we are discussing someone killing a member of the royal family, we might keep it on the low. It's clear from when he says that, although he's been very, very oblivious in terms of how he's acting, he's been listening.
Well, it would have to be low because the kid is small.
Oh no, I mean,
Be here and go over the head.
good advice. Good advice.
Yeah.
Friend, why don't
you
roll?
I assume that's why you. Another reason why you were back.
What, he's here for that?
I assumed you were back for the execution. You haven't heard of it.
You tried to kill?
I didn't try to kill the ghostling. Child. No, I hadn't heard of any executions. Who is it? Do you know?
They haven't said, but I know that it's maybe a discussion for when the place quietens.
Is it a family that...
Not...
Okay.
Wolves have ears.
Is it the Valalilos?
As is proven by the fact that you've picked up this conversation from across the room. Good ear, by the way.
Thank you.
Walls have eyes, but it's made of wood.
Oh my god.
Eyes and wood. Corn have ears.
You're delightful.
I just want to know what's happening in this blind.
Not a lot.
He's so self-aware.
More water. I'm getting more drinks. I feel like
Sparkling
people are-
thing was, yes.
do you know what? I don't really know. I will find that out.
Yes.
Deirdre,
was just the water. That was the tap water.
more drinks of water.
Thank you.
I'm assuming whoever's in the keep has ears like mine. Though probably a little taller.
I don't believe so.
Oh.
Oh.
Again, if you all wish to discuss, I'm happy if we wait until the place quietens. Or, but I'd. Your Farkle? In the meanwhile,
Let us play.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not. No, it's his role.
Yes, I'll go. Sure. Let us roll then, shall we?
Yes, let us roll.
Do you want me to actually roll?
If you'd like. Do you want to actually make a bet?
We have been
Oh,
talking
God.
about Farkle for over an hour.
yes,
we probably should
no
roll
one's
for it.
It's just been him for like
He's
hours
just
rolling
shouting
down.
Farkle, losing to himself. Yeah, sure.
The word is like the geeks.
I'll put 1 gold in because I want to keep it. Yeah, I'll just put 1 gold in because he seems to be up the
gold.
ante.
I like that.
Well,
I'm gonna put
why
a gold
not?
in as well.
Oh, you two apply. Okay.
Yes. Well,
I'll
you've got
make
to
it
match it,
interesting.
friend.
I mean, Farkle's a two-person at a time game.
Yes, but do you not take bets on who's going to win?
Do you know what? I'm so invested in this. I will match the winning wager to pay out to whoever wins. So 2 gold crowns to whoever wins.
It's on.
Sure.
Right. So whilst we continue our roleplay,
Yeah.
do either of you two not know how to play Farkle?
No idea.
Oh, okay.
So.
I've never heard of that name before.
It's,
An hour ago.
it's fine. So,
I thought they know.
the reason I bring it up is just purely because it is quite a popular game in human-centric circles. Doesn't unless you're making a roll to somehow cheat. It's one that anyone can really play, and dice are quite easy to get your hands on. So I noticed cheat is the word that you zeroed in on.
Sleight of hand is terrible.
So let me just because I'll go over it once and people can just make a note, and if it's something that people want to bring up again, they can. But I won't bog things down with it too much. Let me just.
Welcome to Perils and Possibilities. Dark fantasy dice games.
Farkle is our version of Gwent.
In that case, the stream's over. We'll play Farkle.
There will be an app in 3 days.
I am.
Board game in 6.
I the reason I had to inject it into this is just because I'm addicted to Farkle. I think it's a great game.
It just sounds so like you're saying fuck
Right.
all.
Basically, this is what happens. I will give you the hands first, or the scoring first, and then I'll explain you how it works. So a single 1 is 100. A single 5 is 50. 3 1s is 300.
Is this in Kingdom Come?
Yes, it is. 3 2s is 200. 3 3s is 300.
I'm already fine.
Yeah. So 3 1s is
300.
300.
So basically, 3 of 1 to 6 is 100 points equal to the value of the face. So 3 1s is 300. 3 2s is 200. 3 3s. The reason 3 1s is 300 is because one on its own is already 100. And all the way up to 600 for 3 6s. If you get 4 of any number, it's worth 1,000. 5 of any number is worth 2,000. 6 of any number is worth 3,000. A straight of 1 to 6 is 1,500.
I reckon we just roll and see what we get.
Yeah, can you just tell us when we get it?
It's in the pot.
Yep, sure. So basically all you do is you have 66 and you will roll 66, not 66. Roll them.
Oh, to be fair, I've got my dice bag over there. Oh wow.
It is a D6.
Leaf
File.
So put them in that, roll it, and then upend it, and then whatever they land on is what you have. No, not in that, not in the holder. The actual.
that part.
Yeah. So do that, take it up, upend them on the table. If you don't get any of the scoring results, you lose and go to the other person.
Can't stack that
If you do score any, you choose which ones you want to go towards your score and you roll the remainder. And you keep going until you don't score anything or until you choose to stop. Whatever you've put aside to score goes towards your running total. And it's the first one to match or reach a pre-chosen total. So we'll say 5,000.
Cool.
Okay.
And this is just whilst we do
Totally
it.
makes sense.
It's hard to learn on the video game.
333.
Fuck all. No, so 333 is together 300.
Yeah.
And that 5 is
fuck
worth
all.
50.
That's
So you can choose to stop rolling there and just school up the 350.
yeah.
Or you can choose to put those 350 aside and then re-roll the double 2s. But if the double 2s don't call up anything, you lose what you've scored so far.
I'm going to keep it 350.
Right, so your running total would be 350. So
Oh,
you guys are welcome to do this whilst you're playing. Obviously, there's gold crowns would potentially be one, but continue to roll very good.
Oh, wait till you tell that.
444.
Fuck
And a
all.
5.
400.
450.
450.
I will keep
450.
Are we playing 2
So
5,000?
I'm just going to do it with my hands.
Yeah.
Within the narrative, it'll be 5,000. You can do however you want. You can even just do 1 or 2 rolls just to symbolise it. And then
Well, that
we'll work-
actually is fuck all.
Well, that is fucking
1, 2, 3.
No, 1s are worth 100,
Oh yeah, that is true. So
Oh.
1 and a 1.
and a 5 is worth 50 on its own.
Okay, well I'll keep those and then roll these.
So if this second rule doesn't get anything,
5 and a 1.
right? Okay.
Cool.
So that's 300. That's 400.
400.
So that'd be 400. So just go up to 1,000 or 2,000, whatever you want between yourselves, but it's to represent the longer
To
game.
clear 1,000, yeah?
Philip, has got a Farkle or not?
3, 4, 3,
Farkle.
5,
Oh.
150.
150. And a biscuit.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's ruined
Yeah,
things
cool.
for me because it introduced me to this
Round
game.
up.
No,
No,
I
I
didn't
can't.
do it.
What was I on? 400, 700,
Oh, that's
50.
right in my
You're probably, yeah.
You're probably going to do it now.
Yes. Oh, there's one under there. A 2, a 2, a 3, a 3, and a 1. That's 100. I'll roll again.
150.
Oh my.
Oh, I got a 6, a 4, a 4, a 5, and a 3. So no.
Sorry,
Nothing.
yeah, oh my god. It continues.
You fucked it.
So,
444.
Nice.
4,
400.
4, 4.
400. So 8.
Are you going to roll the rest again? Or
No.
yeah, 50. Can you pass them back?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not remembering numbers. So.
Titus, are those two gentlemen in the corner still paying attention to our table?
So are you having a look?
I will have a little,
Right, okay.
a little schnozy.
So whilst these guys continue to play, you peer over. Are you doing it subtly, or are you just
looking subtly as possible.
Yeah, do a stealth check for me.
Oh, fuck.
I will roll. A chance to get that. 555. Play 1,000.
I'm not doing it very subtly.
Yeah. So in that case, he moves over 2 gold crowns over to yourself,
Yeah.
including the one. So you've deducted.
So I get 3.
Yes.
You have fuckled.
No, you get 2. He put in 1, and Gaslow put in
Oh,
one.
right,
Yeah, just keep your own.
But you get your 1 anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you just take back 3, but you've only made 2.
Yeah.
Game of Champions, says the man that doesn't know how to play.
Did you say he hands over 1 gold coin?
What, Gaslow?
Yeah.
Yeah, gold crown over 2.
Yeah. He said he'd hand over 2.
Yeah.
So I grab his, as he hands over 1, I grab his arm and said, "You said 2."
2 including his.
Nothing.
With the greatest respect, Master Dwarf, please remove your hand.
Ooh. Can I intimidate him?
Yes.
Five. What's my intimidation? 9.
Shall we not prove stereotypes?
It unclenches and hand back on the
Thank
table.
you.
He is smart.
I've had nothing but good dealings with your ilk. Let's keep it amicable. I didn't have to match the wager, I did. I tried to keep things light, given the topic of conversation. Let's keep it light.
Yes. Well, how is the room looking now? Any less quiet? I mean, certainly feels like the.
Things are starting to slow.
My stealth check, by the way, in keeping with the theme so far, 7. To do a little sly look, I'm basically just going.
It's a classic don't make it obvious.
It's
No one's rolled under 5. We're okay.
you peer across the room. You kind of need to shuffle your way further. Yeah. And in the process of moving over, you break eye contact with the table. The one that was visible is not there now.
As in the one who was looking at us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Cloaky tattoo face.
He's behind me, isn't he?
There's a wall behind you. That'd be impressive.
Also, this.
But in paying attention to the rest of the room, you've noticed that, although it's not, our brief game of Parkle doesn't simulate it very well. The games have been going on for a bit. Drink has been trading. Who has been drinking, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Actually,
I would have slapped one out of your hand.
yeah, I'm not drunk.
Okay.
I was staying on water.
Have you been drinking?
No.
So for those that are drinking,
I've been sniffing my shirt.
so those that are drinking, will have a Constitution saving throw.
Would this count against poison? Right.
Yes. So it's with advantage.
How do you read that?
+3.
Oh.
12.
Okay.
11.
I outcome
Nice.
13.
13. Everyone is fine. You're starting to feel a bit warm. It's pleasant.
He's pissed himself.
Even across this period of time, because we are talking quite. As the hour begins to pass and the bells chime off in the distance from the cathedral of the 7. It's a gentle buzz. And among these people that are not just kind of eyeballing you for what in your opinion is a difference in stature, is it's easy to just kind of settle into the safety of having a drink without kind of watching your back. And you feel nice and warm from whatever this is that you're drinking. It's the one that didn't smell quite so aggressive on the nostrils. And it's a light buzz, but for everyone else, you've been drinking apace and it's nice. Not seem to impair anything yet, but the room has started to quieten, not necessarily because people have sifted off, but people have started drinking a bit more, and the drink started to affect them. And quite a few people have moved outside. As the more people have come into this place, moving between the gently raised platforms over to the different tables, and suffocating the bar, and poor Deirdre that's like moving like a trooper between the whole line of them and serving them. Things have started to quieten because the heat's starting to hit people, and going out onto the street and having a bit of a social street drink, especially when the atmosphere is celebratory, is preferable. So within this room, there are still numerous people, but no longer to the degree where you're kind of having to, slide in between people.
Yeah.
And because there's less people, you can now see past the edge of the bar for those that are looking, and the two individuals have moved.
As in left, or just
Left.
moved table? Okay.
Originally one moved and was looking at your table.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're both gone.
Well, I mean, at least we're not being watched anymore. That's a bonus, isn't it? Sorry about that. I didn't mean to get us under surveillance.
What was it they said?
I mean, they talked about someone had tried to kill the toddler, the important one.
His Royal Majesty.
Yeah, you can call him that. Yeah.
I'd advise you call him that as well. You are in Ostia.
He's a king, isn't he? That's good enough, isn't it? The king, right?
Yes.
For now.
Yeah, the king. The little one, and apparently someone tried to off him, but they're in the Black Keep, and they're going to be. It sounded like they're going to lop his head off by the sounds of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
The one who was watching, he had some funny tattoos on his face. I couldn't really get a proper look, but looked pretty boss, to be honest. Braids, tats, the whole sort of like pretty intense look. I mean, I come from the sticks. We leave tattoos on our arms, so we don't put them on the face.
You recognise that?
I recommend it.
And Gazlo, in your mercantile ways, would you know anybody?
The practice, by the way, not the individual tattoos.
Oh, okay, so would you know anybody with any facial tattoos? That's pretty significant.
No, that tends to be. I mean, could you imagine going into court with tattoos on his face?
He's got a point.
Would I know any of this from being in the army?
Tattoos on the face?
Yeah.
No.
It's pretty frowned upon anyway.
Yeah. From what dealings you've had, although you would have encountered one or two people there, they are not so much soldiers so much as shock troops.
Right, okay.
And the reason they're doing so is an indentured servitude for crimes committed.
Sorry, penal troops.
Yes. The Wolf of Elisium is particularly ruthless and efficient at using them. That's why the reported losses on his side of his army are so small, because they don't count, and they're not cooped, and they're not tallied, because they're criminals. Honest, hard-working Ostians are the ones that are tracked, catalogued, and reported back. Criminals.
So the face tattoos are like a way of like instantly recognising them.
Think of it as the Ostia's equivalent of gang tattoos. And it says a lot about some of the law and order in particular areas of Ostia. In a city of 500,000 people, that the City Watch is in some places sparse enough that people can openly wear gang affiliations or group affiliations on their face and not be collared for it. The significance of the particular tattoos varies, but you have no clue what the hell his
Didn't really
particular
see
words meant.
No, yeah. So that's basically kind of all I know, really.
Did he clock you at all?
Oh, he saw my face. Yeah, both of them.
He saw
Completely
all
numbly
of
saw
us.
my face. Yeah, I think the one with the tats stared at me pretty intensely. Apparently, while I was drunk and he walked away. Why is that bad?
Yes.
You might be on a gang's list now. Maybe. I don't know.
Who knows? We had ex-gang members in the army. We sent them as gammon fodder at the elves. I once watched 2 of them rip a man open with their bare hands.
Can I just clarify that?
Yes.
Did you just say gammon fodder?
Yes, you know those big things that go boom, gammons.
You mean a cannon?
Yes, that's what I said.
It is not what you said, but fair enough. That is
I'm
fine.
more interested in the fact they
Opened a man.
Yes.
with their hands.
Well, not man, elf. They grabbed him. One of them grabbed his legs. The other one had really sharp nails, like he sharpened them, and then just started clawing, and then they talked and ripped him in 2.
Quite a sight.
Yeah. Did that affect you at all, watching that?
No.
Doesn't seem much to.
Well, about 5 minutes before, I think I'd clubbed the man's head. So.
Oh, like...
So-
Go on. No.
Right. So you thought you're a soldier?
But was retired.
With the wolf?
Yes.
Did you ever meet the wolf?
In passing, yes. It would be there in the camp.
I've heard good things about the wolf.
Yes. Not actually a wolf. Actually a man.
I'm sure that was a surprise.
Yes. Yes. I was surprised because everyone was like, he's a wolf, he's a this, and then I was like, that guy wears boots. Wolves don't wear boots.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
That you know of.
That I know of, yes.
Did you ever meet? Well, you might have met my sister then.
Would I have
I
met?
have to say, big fan of her work.
Would I have met sister?
Great.
You
I mean, I say
you wouldn't
me,
know
but it'd be
her
like,
by name.
it'd be like, oh, there's the person in charge of me.
Yeah. So, I mean, she served as a kind of a tribune. So would work underneath the Wolf of Elisium. So she's one of the individuals that helps kind of with the logistics and the planning and the strategy, and is kind of like the ear for the wolf. So she would have had a particular high position in keeping with noble status. She wouldn't have dealt with you directly, but based on what he has shared about her, is not much for you to kind of gauge it on in any way. So you probably need to know more about her before you could actually say yes or no.
Would it sort of be like if there was some sort of plan of attack? The wolf would be the guy who's like, we gotta go in there, we gotta kill everyone. Whereas she would be more like we'll attack at 0 to 100 hours and we'll go down this route.
You probably reverse that.
Right, okay.
From what you know from serving in the army, the reason why the wolf is not all just exaggerated tales. The wolf is a master of strategy.
Right, okay.
He is ruthless. He is patient. And he is not afraid to take risks and losses. But he will always ensure they are acceptable risks. So we won't take the kind of risks where if he loses the gambit, it costs them more than they can recoup from.
Yeah.
There is a reason why, despite how prominent the Elven Empire was all that time ago before the Great War, there's a reason why it has pretty much been a continual loss for the elves, losing ground, losing places, losing areas of worship, being pressed back to the World-Spine Mountains, is because he is just steamrolled. And you know, from having been there on the campaign, that the propaganda, whilst they certainly do their part of exaggerating details, they don't need to exaggerate much.
Pretty brutal.
Yes. A real-world comparison to help would very much be Caesar and his campaign in Gaul. At least in terms of how it's received and propaganded. The people love the Wolf of Elisium, provided you're one of the people that the Wolf of Elisium is fighting for. But his name has certainly grown. He's stepped out of the shadow of his older brother, who is the Lord Protector of the realm, in the place of their nephew, who is almost 4 years old now, and therefore can't properly govern a realm at that young an age. You could try, but it'd be interesting. Serving under him, you know that those are a bit changed. There have been a number of tactics that people have kind of suggested of what is going to be adopted. Those tactics have never seen light, and most people that know or hear those tactics know that that's not what's going to happen, because that's not how he leads an army. One thing you would have been partial to, and this is the last bit I'll share and then we'll get back to the conversation, is the fact that discipline was strict.
A very well drilled army.
If you stole, you lost your pants. If you disobeyed an order, you were flogged to the point where cloth hurt. If you lied, you would lose your tongue and it would be nailed to the outside of your taint.
Yeah.
But it
Still got
quickly
your
weeded out the
hands.
people that were not the kind of soldiers he wanted to have under him. And he didn't just send them home, he used them as... He made them serve a purpose like he makes everything serve a purpose, and that was as an example to the others.
Okay.
And that is widely known to most people here because the propaganda has gone far and wide, so it's things that people would know. Yes.
Right, okay.
You said, so your sister's not like a camp follower, you said she was quite high up?
She's certainly done better than when I last saw her.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've prayed to Askel in the hopes that she'll come home safe.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure she's fine.
She could be dead.
She could be.
Lots of people die.
We-
They do.
Not as much on our side. Lots of elves die. But some die.
There's always a risk, but I'm sure she's safe.
It was, hopefully it was a glorious death.
Nothing's glorious about death. Most people shit themselves.
Yeah,
It's quite smelly, actually.
Am I right? I think that is true. I don't know what geese do.
Shit themselves.
Geese probably shouldn't do something.
Old creatures shit themselves when they die.
That's not quite how it works.
Everything I've killed has shit itself.
I mean, I hunted some boar that
Before
didn't.
or after?
That's why I really
Well,
don't know.
I did kill. There was one time we were attacking the village, and I did go into I think it was a communal lavatory. They were all shitting there, so that's kind of my basis.
Did you
Right.
kill everybody shitting?
Well, yes, they were. You know,
They do say
in moments
casual
of
with the
weakness.
trousers down.
Moments where they could not fight back. Their pants were around their ankles.
I mean, that's pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
herding them into a net, so...
Yeah.
that makes
Well,
sense.
no, I didn't know they were already in the
Who's staying here tonight? Anyone?
We are, aren't we? Yeah, we've got a room upstairs.
Do you know, I understand being invited to a table by a stranger, particularly when some of you don't even play the games, and I may have given insult by not double checking.
Oh, you didn't know, it's fine.
Even so, I'd like to make a final kind of thank you, as it was. Continue the invitation to play and chat as people will, and if you'd rather kind of relocate to rooms, I'm happy to pay for the night.
Yes, sounds nice.
I mean, I was. I'll be honest. I was hoping to get lucky, so I kind of put some aside. I'm happy for them to go to people that have.
Multiple rooms. How lucky were you expecting to be? Fair enough.
How much energy have you got?
Oh, like a stallion.
Can I also just check why the generosity? Why to complete strangers that you don't know? You've just offered to buy them all rooms. Why?
Yes, it is.
Do you know what most of my wealth goes to?
Shagging, by the sounds of it.
A worthy cause.
It's cute that you think I pay.
I didn't think that. If I'm perfectly honest.
I assumed.
Yeah.
Most of my wealth in my early years went towards friends that I knew were there for wealth. I'm not the easiest person to like initially, but this is what I mean. Those people are sycophants. They say what you want to hear. They are yes men, and I don't want yes men. I want people that I can speak to and be a person with. It says a lot about the city that you need to come to the outskirts of it just to find conversation. Real conversation. And despite misgivings no doubt you've had, and despite faux pas on my point, you've indulged me for a few hours now. You've indulged me, and you've turned what was potentially going to be a vigorous but lonely night. Let me reword that.
No,
you said it now.
No,
I get the gist.
No, it's very much out there now.
You will. He said it was like a stallion.
Well, you know,
If you're buying rooms for people, I'd rather not share one with you.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to share one with?
no.
You seem
well,
keen before.
yeah,
We need a few more nights and a few more drinks for that.
yes. But
Don't blush now.
I mean what I said, that one can never have enough friends. Even if it's people that you recognise and buy a drink for and share 5 minutes of conversation. It's worth, in comparison, an entire day of monotonous political just noise.
It could be worse.
Do I believe him?
Roll inside.
I want to know if he's just that is what he wants, or if he has an ulterior motive of some sort.
Feel free.
Fucking hell. He's telling the truth. That's an 8.
You need new dice.
These aren't new ones.
They are new.
They're being broken in. It's fine.
New dice.
New dice.
He is very hard to read because you don't know this guy. He's all, he seems sincere, but then he's also made a pretense of not hearing anything that people have said and then just recited it back to you. So he's clear that he's good at putting on a mask, as any noble would be. They don't last long if they can't, unless they are from a great house where they can get away with being blunt without any sort of subterfuge. But from what you read, he seems sincere. The offer's there. If you don't want to use the rooms, I won't hold it against you. The coins exchanged hands anyway, so no one is losing out at this table.
I will use a room.
By all means, the more money I can keep for myself.
Well, I'm not going home tonight, so I would just like to check. I'm sure you wouldn't anyway, but please don't mention this to any of your family that I was here.
To my family.
Just in case it gets back to mine.
The Thorns will be none the wiser.
And the Valencias will not be mentioned.
I mean, I'm sure the Valencias won't.
That was your name, right?
No.
Valentine.
Oh wow, I really
Listen.
don't know. Sorry. No.
You have not been drinking.
Oh no, I just don't care for
It takes
names.
him a while to learn things sometimes. It's no offense.
No, it's true. Yeah.
Lips will be sealed. But even if you do intend on going elsewhere, I appreciate a conversation, me and you, at some point soon. But to everyone else, I'll go and confirm. The rooms will be, used for people at this table that go up and take them.
Does the room have a bath?
I imagine so.
I have been sleeping in the alleyway for 3 days. I did not know you could pay for a room. And the alleyway was free.
I mean, if I was you, I'd stick to the free alleyway. But that's...
There was a drip that I washed my hair in from like a vent out the wall.
Oh, right.
You sure it was a vent and not a window? Because people do.
This I've been.
You
Yes,
need,
maybe.
you need a bath.
Mm-hmm.
You need a bath.
There tends to be a basin in the rooms. Certainly the rooms I've put aside. So by all means, scrub away. I'll go and let them know. And he gets up and he takes the empties rather than just leaving them there, which is novel in itself, and takes it back towards the bar as best he can. Doesn't need to kind of shoulder his way through people now that things have started to filter out and quieten a bit, at least in quiet by comparison to what it was. Still quite a busy place. And he goes to the bar, leaving you 6.
I guess we're all sort of staying together then.
It was strange.
He's a very strange man.
My Rosin said there would be nobles who would employ travellers to do tasks.
Like play dice.
Carousing, entertainment, something along those lines.
Well, there's good music here. Enjoying it,
It's a good spot, yes.
The music has been continuing. There's a one-man band in the corner. He's a one-man band that has 2 or 3 instruments, which he plays off of different parts connected by strings to his body. It's as much a novelty act as anything else, but it's good if eclectic sounds. It's something that fades nicely into the background rather than just letting you kind of have nothing but conversation going on. It's distracting in a pleasant way. It's not something you'd pay to go and hear. But it's still ongoing. The guy's got stamina. Not to a stallion's degree, but he's got stamina. Geslo goes up to the bar.
Philip.
Yes,
It was Philip,
Yes,
right?
it was Philip. Still is Philip.
Good to know. If I may ask you, there is a lot of questions I would
You
like
may
to ask. However, I've noticed you've been pouring from 2 cups,
Yes.
but you've only been drinking from 1
Yes.
all night. Why?
Because I'm not thirsty.
So you pour an extra just in case you are thirsty?
No, but I am thirsty, but I'm also not thirsty, so I left the other one.
But why not just pour 1 in that case?
Because it is rude not to pour for other people.
Who's I'm?
Fair enough.
Me.
But who's the other person?
Also me.
Okay. And is the other person here?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I need.
I'm confused.
So am I.
We're all confused.
What? Good. That is my name, yes.
Right.
What was your surname?
I didn't give it.
Okay.
That's a weird surname, to be honest. Rather long and complicated.
Not heard of that one before.
No.
It's going to be full of this, get you.
Disclaimer. If you dislike puns, we understand if you leave.
I'll tell you that if I decide you're trustworthy enough.
You also mentioned gangs before? Like, that dude was a gang fella?
Yes, the generally facial tattoos signify that.
Oh, right. Is this place like full of gangs and stuff, this city?
Well, you're all from the Shadowland barbarian tribes. I know you've got money now, but you know.
Well,
Still-
this you thing is pretty... I've not got much.
Is this where you just assume everyone else is from? Or...
Well, no, the humans, they come from
right, yes.
And where did you come from?
the forest.
Which
My
one?
people live in the forest.
Any particular region? No, like, does it have a specific name?
All the forests belong to the land, and I'm a person of the land.
Worthy answer.
Rather vague.
I mean,
No offense, very. Geographically, we have no idea.
Yeah.
There's lots of forests.
Anywhere but there's a tree.
Pretty much, that's what I would call home.
Right, a bit nomadic then.
Yes.
No, I see.
Ha! No, because he's a gnome.
I see
Well,
what you
I think that's where they got the word
Very
from.
good.
I have the keys.
Would you do
I'm
this?
going to go and check he's giving me the right ones. I've been locked out of my room before. I will be back.
No, I'll just have the key now, please.
We can check ourselves. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
I think that's wise.
There you go.
Yeah.
You haven't got an extra key, have you?
I've got my room key.
It doesn't go into ours.
No,
Good.
it's individual locks.
Good.
They have a master key, but it's in case people lock themselves in, like lodgers and refuse to leave.
Or die in the room.
Yes, I suppose. If he is drunk too
You
much.
often go to places where people die in the rooms?
I generally don't sleep in
My
beds.
grandfather died in his room.
Was it in his bed?
Yes. Yes, it was in his bed.
That's pleasant.
No, not for him. He died.
Well,
That's not very
was it
pleasant at all.
peacefully or
Relatively. His last words were, "Ah!"
were you there for his last words?
I
Were you
was
the
outside
cause
the-
of his
I-
last words?
I was outside the room, but I could hear it down the hallway.
Oh, it was loud.
Yeah, very loud actually. Yes,
Did someone kill him or
No. Well, I think
who was in the room?
grandma.
Right. Was she okay?
Yes, she was fine. She had a hammer.
Rather distraught, I assume.
Yes, really. Actually, no, didn't cry.
Was it close
No, no
family?
tears. Yes, we loved each other.
All of you?
Yes, very close.
Yeah, seems it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Hammer to a nail.
That seems like a good idea.
Well, it's been wonderful meeting new people.
Brilliant catching up.
Yes, well, when you go up, I'm happy to have a conversation.
Sure.
Unless you-
talk down here.
Yeah, all that. Everyone else, their rooms are towards the far end of the place I could go to where noise wouldn't wake people. You, like I said, the alleyway is. You're welcome to.
He's
Go
bought
for a room this time.
Like I said, there's no obligation to use them. You don't know me. I'm a stranger that's just offered kindness, which in this place is, I get, suspect.
Yeah.
But to each their own, you know.
appreciated nonetheless.
Well, it's been lovely.
Well, maybe I'll see some of you in the morning when they do. I believe the remnants of the pork that they have, they turn into rashes of bacon.
Okay, that's
But they do wondrous things with it.
Did you pay for breakfast as well?
It's included with the room.
Oh,
There's a reason this place does so well. It includes so much that even people that don't have an open-minded approach towards the kind of patrons that the Will-O-Wisp deals with are enticed by the cheapness of the all-inclusive aspects of the place.
I'd recommend the breakfast ale as well if anyone's.
You're on the third floor, by the way, not the second.
is it sweet?
Yeah, it's a bit bitter actually, but
Oh,
a bit
God.
of a quiet taste. It's very nice.
It's okay. We'll find you something else.
Maybe they have some juice.
I'm sure they do.
Cider.
You have goat's milk.
No, that is not. No.
I'll go to bed and I shoot up to the third floor, was it?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So the stairs loop up around themselves and they veer off into a corridor that's filled with identical-looking solid doors. Each one has basic etched numerical marking on it, signifying its number. And you go up onto the third floor, and as he indicates, follow all the way around. And the last few doors, which mirror one another, slightly staggered.
Cool.
You go test your key on a number of them, and then it's the third one from the end that yours seems to unlatch.
Cool. As I go in, is there a window?
Yes.
Okay. I pop up my head out the window. How far from the roof are we?
Probably about 10 foot.
Jerome.
Yeah.
You got enough as well.
Yeah. So before I go off to my room as well.
Right.
A quick word.
Of course you can. Yeah. Close the door.
Let's just hope we're not on the gang's radar right now.
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was hoping to ideally sleep on the roof.
We wanted to keep a low profile, right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realise that gangs were a problem around here.
It's fine. I know you're here for me specifically, so I do appreciate it.
That's true.
Can you describe this person to me? What he looked like, as much detail as you can, just so I'm aware.
Of course, yeah. The first fella, the one whose cloak I pulled off, he was pretty basic, to be honest. You know, he was surprised. He had tied back dark hair, sort of a beard, kind of pockmarked as well, as if he had some sort of issues there. And the other one, in the cloak.
The one that kept eyes on us the whole time.
Yeah, the sort of really creepy dude.
You said face tattoos, right?
Braids, hair. I didn't quite get the colour, and tattoos on his face. I kind of saw his eyes. He was 100% checking me out. Not in that way, but you know, he was analysing what he saw. I'm not hugely comfortable here. I've got a little bit of rope. I might sleep in that alleyway, like the interesting guy.
I feel like it's easier for them to get to in an alleyway.
They're expecting me up here.
You don't know that.
That's true. Right. Okay.
Well, I'm next door, so if you need anything, just let me know.
Okay.
But I would advise staying in the room, but
I'll just keep it. Scream very loudly.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to sit up on the bed and take my bow off. Oh yeah.
Okay. As you sit on the bed and you look over, the softly transparent curtain that drapes across the window recloses. We're going to pause there for a break.
What?
There's a giant face in the curtain.
Oh my god. Okay. Right.
And welcome back. Thank you for returning with us, guys. Just a bit of leg stretch. I know there's some questions in the chat that's been posed. We'll get them answered on Discord. So please, if you don't know about Discord, please do join us there. I'm more than happy to interact and answer any questions. And I did recognise a few familiar usernames there. Would love to have a chance to chat to you again, so please do join us there. So, as we left off,
Josh was about to die.
hey, there's two people in that room.
Oh shit, I am. I thought I left.
No. So, before we jump back to you two,
Yes.
everyone else downstairs, what were you all doing?
Oh, I was going to say I would have followed them up.
So you've gone up as well?
To go start having a bath.
Right. Okay. So you've gone up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have followed up as well, looking, finding my own private room, have a look through and be like, do they actually use duck feathers in these pillows? And so just like, not ripping it open, but having a good on the bed.
Okay. You two?
I'd be grabbing a nightcap and then heading up.
Okay.
I'm standing down, waiting for the chat.
So the nightcap that you've grabbed for yourself, you would have to pay for.
Yeah, of course.
So we'll say that. How expensive are you going?
End of the night. Something cheap.
Okay, so we'll say 7 copper pennies. Wind down at the end of the night. So there's 10 copper pennies into a silver machine. So you're heading up, and what about you, Quinn?
I'm waiting to have a chat.
Okay. So we'll jump back to that in a moment. Upstairs.
Uh-huh.
So these rooms themselves are not small, but they're not the largest that. Actually, no, they probably are the largest that you two have been in. Decent sized square room with a bed in the corner. What looks like a rough set of drawers that things can kind of be stored into. The windows themselves are arched from top to the bottom. There's a bit of a step, and the windows open out. Beyond it is a stunted balcony, no more than about a foot and a half, with a kind of railing.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere that you could really step onto and hide. The drapery that's in front of it, semi-transparent, fogged, and all you saw was that the curtain drifted back flopped back as though someone had just released it. You can't see someone on the other side of it.
Immediately go to instinctively grab my bow, knock an arrow, not pulling it taut quite yet, but staring at that little bit of the window, looking for any form of movement that I could possibly see that might be encouraging it to willow.
Perception check from you.
Yeah.
Question for you, Val, since you're closest to it. Is the door open or shut?
Is the window open?
Yes.
Oh,
because he went out and looked up
Oh,
at
you
the
did,
roof.
yes. Yeah.
I thought it was a 5, but it's a 15. So,
You
dirty...
mean you'll have it above a 10?
I know! A dirty 20. Perception.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay. It's an odd experience for you.
Mm.
Because you feel like you can see the faintest outline of a hand.
Yeah.
It's a small hand. It's a very small hand. You can see, based upon the edges of the fingers as you pulled and released, you can kind of see the movement of the shadow and the rough outline being pulled back beyond the threshold of the stonework that separates the balcony from the drop below.
Is the king.
And it's...
The king is here.
I knew it was going to be you, Ryan. Anyone at this table? I need a Ryan count. So, the hand draws back.
Yeah.
It goes beyond what you see. You're looking over towards him or the window?
Probably to him and the window where he's
So-
open.
The hand...
Yeah.
Does it look small enough to be similar to...
Things.
Mm.
It's hard to tell because you've seen it through an obscure drapery. It's smaller than a normal person's hand.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay, I'm going to draw my bow, aim it at where the hand was pulled back to. Is the window open currently?
Yeah, because you opened it to look.
I did open it to... Oh, in that case I'll dash out to see if I can spot anything moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing while he's doing this?
Being very confused. Did I notice the movement of the drapes as well? Or was it just him?
No.
No, of course, because my passive perception is shit.
Yeah.
It's not shit, he's just got better than you.
Yeah.
Mine's really good.
I'll probably just be... I'll put my hand underneath my cloak and just put my hand on my weapon. Rephrasing.
It's
usually all after Stalin.
It's going to be a lot of vigorous night in this room.
Put my hand on my weapon. See you later.
You phrased it exactly how you said it, and you meant it. So.
I meant it. It is on my weapon. A weapon of choice, whichever one.
Where you're proficient at.
And I'll just be watching where he's looking at, and I'm just trying to keep silent, but as soon as he darts towards the window, I'm going to follow him.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So the fabric itself is not heavy, it moves.
Yeah.
It's almost wisp-like weightless as you shift it. And you move out with your arrow nocked. And peer. You look to the right, away from where the hand had drawn,
Yeah.
almost as though you're expecting it to have shifted.
Okay.
Nothing there. And there's a hesitancy that you feel at the back of your mind.
Yeah.
As you know that you shouldn't look right first. You know if it's anywhere, it's to the left, but you hold off, and then you look. There is a small face looking at you. And as you reach him and peer, it's a similar small face.
Okay.
Unfamiliar to you,
Okay, yeah.
familiar to you.
Oh, great.
Plastered against the wall, looking at you wide-eyed, with bug-eyed, wide expressionate face, is a very small, winged humanoid.
Damn it. Gerald, put that away. Alia? Come in. Gerald, it's fine.
You're Alia.
He's got an arrow.
Yes, he does. He's not going to use
Tell him to put away the arrow,
it. Gerald, put it away. It's
Or
fine.
else I'm not moving.
I knock the arrow and sort of pop it. This is Alia.
Yes. I've told you about it. I'm going to look around again outside and just see if I can notice anybody else, maybe like down below keeping an eye out or anything like that.
You're 3 floors up, so yeah, make a perception check.
I'm not. I'm just staring.
So
at it.
Elio itself is probably no larger than about a foot.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
The skin is a kind of subtle, vibrant amber
Okay.
in colour.
Yeah.
And the hair is short shoulder length, and where the ends of sharp ears should come is ends in thorns and nettles.
Oh right. Okay.
And the eyes, as you look at them, are almost like a shifting goldy red.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that she kind of moves, the hair almost moves flame-like.
Wow. Okay.
Has he put it away?
It's gone.
He has, yes. I rolled a 5 perception, by the way, so I don't see shit at all. I'm just focused on her.
It's really hard to say. I mean, where you are, coming around the corner, you are between the alleyways, and there is a dead wall in front of you. Down below, there is a the alley that leads onto the back street. The only kind of movement you get is further down and about a couple of floors below, where someone's emptying a chamber pot straight onto a food store which had been moved so that they could allow a wagon to go past. And the owner is currently watching the wagon go past, completely unprepared about the fact that his produce is now extra flavourful.
Oh, dear me.
Wagon in the soup.
Isn't that our breakfast?
It's carrying in the pork.
So, Alia kind of peels herself away from the wall.
It's alright.
The wings almost don't seem to move, but you can hear a hum.
Yeah.
So their flutter is so quick that they don't appear to shift. And then, with an almost flame-like elegance, she just darts between you and goes into the room.
I'll close the window down as well.
Meanwhile,
How big is this creature? Oh, is that
about a foot.
Oh, is that tiny? Alright.
Meanwhile, downstairs. Gasler's returned back. Well, that was quite the gathering.
Yeah, there's some interesting people that you found.
Yes, tend to find all sorts around here, and a good bunch, I think. I think they'll last a while, and I'm sad to say that's because they were suspicious, but that's the nature of the beast. So, you've danced around the issue a little. Why are you back? I honestly thought you'd left. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled to see you. Yeah, how long have you known me? Years.
Quite a few years now, I'd say, yes.
You leaving was one of the worst things to happen to me ever.
I'm sorry to hear that, friend.
And I know it's worse for you. But I don't understand why you've left. Why you left? Why are you back? No, I'm happy you are, but why?
Sometimes we just need to find ourselves in places that aren't our homes.
I'm surprised your family even allowed that.
Trust me, they were just as excited as I was to leave.
I understand why I wasn't permitted to go. Is this about the wedding?
You could say that.
I've only heard, I'm not going to pry about specific details, about the overall I'll pry, because there's no point in me asking you where you've been if I can't. Surely, silver lining, it worked out for her. She's joined the war, she's become a celebrated officer.
She's not as well equipped as she was prior to that day.
Because she hasn't got a nagging husband?
That's one of the reasons, yes, I suppose.
I met the man, he's a twat.
Yes, he was, and that's beside the point. She was going to marry him, and everything was going to be right. But then it wasn't.
And that's your fault.
Not my fault. No.
But you left because of it.
I think left is a kind word for what I did. There are other powers at play that meant for the safety of others it would be best if I left. And I have worked on myself whilst I have been away. Maybe at the detriment to some of my friendships, as you're aware.
Don't blame you for going.
As you shouldn't.
I just don't. This is why I hate our class. Sitting here, suspicions and doubts and questions, they were up front, spoken to your face.
Yes.
Why can't people just be honest? I mean, that's a rhetorical question. I know why they can't. It ends up with a knife in the ass. It's just...
Or a bloody great sword to the eye.
That was oddly specific.
Yeah. Just a great example.
I mean, mine was specific. I know someone that got stabbed in the ass with a knife.
And mine with an eye.
Well, I'm glad you're back. Another drink.
Yes. Why not?
Here or in the room? I'll go get it. Meanwhile, up in the rooms, the basin is not huge, but it's big. But it's big enough for you, comfortably.
What, to sit in?
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, this is a sit-in wash basin. And like the other rooms, it is individual to your room. You get the feeling that the floor that you've come to, when he says that he's paid for a room and that they, in keeping with the guy's demeanour, they seem to have been...
That the other rooms would have shared washrooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's probably a larger room than you've been in. It's certainly given where you've come from and the kind of places you've been sleeping. But there is an odd reminiscence about this room, a similarity that for a moment you can't quite place. And then as you're kind of panning around, getting soap out of your eye, rubbing it into the other eye,
My eyes
you kind of blink, open them, and the room is no longer the room. Dust, debris covered pillars mark the corners. Battered, shattered pews lie in discordant patterns across the floor. And a statue that you can't bring yourself to look at. You can just see the bare toes poking out from a stone row where the window would be. And then you feel, although you can't see it in your peripheral, a pressure of someone resting fingers on you.
I quickly turn.
You quickly turn. Okay. There's no one there. But you hear a voice. Spoken as though it's in your ear. And like every time it feels both familiar and foreign in a single whispered breath. He did not lie.
It did not feel like he was being honest.
No one's entirely honest.
He
But
may-
about that which you worry, He did not lie.
He may not have lied, but he has ulterior motives.
So do you.
He did not buy these rooms for lady guests.
He did not lie. Not about that, at least.
But he has lied.
So do you.
Yes. Needs must.
Many at that table lied.
I
You
don't
could
trust his
hear
friend.
the lies just as you could smell the blood over the scent of the alcohol.
Is it that he starts picking at his gauntlets quite anxiously?
And they seem to tighten. Rest well. You will need it. And the pressure on, as though fingers uncoil away from bare skin. One finger at a time. The hands come away. And you don't look because you know you won't see anyone. But out of the corner of your eye, in the surface of the gently muddying water, you swear you almost see a face recede. And then you are left alone. The pillows are at one point fluffy, and at another point you kind of stab yourself with the end of whatever feathers you're guessing are in there. You kind of have to beat it into submission with your whacking stick. But eventually it complies, and when you kind of rest your head on it, although it feels a bit awkward, it's serviceable. You've had less comfy sleeps. The mattress, however, is comfortable. Weirdly so. It's almost like you sink into it, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to move. But this fucking pillow. Move it again. But the room is large by comparison, certainly to the ones that you're used to since you've come to Ostia. Comfortable, but there is an absence here because there are sounds that are so natural and intuitive to you, so part of the scenery that their absence is more keenly felt, even over the din of the city which fills that void. People chatting, carts, wagons moving, the sound of laughter, the sound of swears, the sound of the brawls off in the distance. They do nothing to replace the whispers of the woods, animal movements, flurries of rivers, even the sounds of plant life slowly moving, awakening, receding, dying. You heard it all, you felt it all, and here in this artificial mockery of nature, lying here on a bed of dead thing, it feels so hollow, and it marvels in your head that the possibility that this is a unique feeling to you and that no one else feels this kind of absence, and it's strange. Are you doing anything else in the room?
He probably just mutters, well, I'll just mutter to myself in Gnomish, repeating his wife's name and sort of thinking to himself of how she probably would have enjoyed the different drinks. You know, he tried sampling a few different things. That's probably why he's, you know, a little more in the boots at the moment. Trying out the different drinks, trying out the different smells and seeing all these different people and how much he probably would have enjoyed that.
And your thoughts remain with her. And there's a brief moment where the embracing of the fabric around your body almost feels like small hands holding you in a way that's familiar. and then you remember that it's not the same. And it just adds to the hollowness. Back in the room.
You realise I nearly killed. Yeah, right?
You wouldn't try.
Yeah, I don't think.
No, I would have hit.
I don't like him.
He's very blunt.
Blunt. They're not, but I am quite.
I don't like archers.
Why not?
You know why she doesn't like archers. But as she kind of sits at the corner of the desk of drawers, sorry, so small by comparison to this wooden structure, the amber hues against the amber for the moment, you know that the colours will change. Kind of sits holding her knees, staring. The way that the hair falls kind of whispered back and forth. No breeze now that you shut the window, but it still moves almost as though it's moved. Covers her eye, then covers the other eye, and then shifts, and you can see her staring. But her eye, one eye, focuses on each of you.
You said sort of amber colour sorcerer.
Yes. And it appears, actually, you roll. Which one would work? Your choice between nature or arcana.
Okay, I think we'll go for nature, to be honest.
Okay.
18.
Okay. You know that the sprite that she is, her coloration changes with the seasons. You are in early summer.
Yeah.
And it's a uniquely useful way of kind of gauging, because you know that the coloration can shift from subtle hues to full and vibrant shades. You also know that Sprite is supposed to be able to turn invisible, at least some of the ones that you've met. Weird that she didn't.
Yeah.
But she's watching you. One eye on you, quite literally divided.
I put the bow on the ground, just like, alright. Not holding it anymore, alright?
Right.
Alien, would you rather have this conversation in private?
Well, I was intending to, but he saw me.
He knows of you anyway.
Why? You're not supposed to tell people about me.
He's been helping.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been helping you, and I don't know much about him.
He's fine.
You've not been around.
I've been around more than you have.
He's been around longer, to be fair.
You're just blind.
This
On
is-
other occasions, apart from now, you're blind. You just got lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So you have been watching me then. So you do know what I'm like.
Yeah. Disgusting.
All right. Well,
No, no wrong, to be fair. But, you know, maybe rein it in a little one, yeah?
she is a sprite. It is within her nature. So
I'm nice by comparison to the others.
You are. You can help it on the other hand. Just keep quiet for a second, please. Just for a second. Do you have news?
Do you have an apology?
I suppose I do.
I've been waiting for you for
I'm
days.
sorry, we got held up.
You know how hard it is to hide? In the chamber pot once,
Surely there was.
I was about to be seen, and then they used it.
Were you still in it when they used it? Cora.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry, but that is very funny.
Apologies, habits. Alia. I'm sorry.
You didn't use that name on me. I don't want any.
I know. Apologies. It was a slip of the tongue.
I mean it, miss.
I don't think she's listening now.
She's listening.
I don't think so. She's not.
You shut up.
I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry.
I mean it, miss. I know I'm not comparing myself. She fucking ripped my wings off. It's on you.
It'll be fine. Don't worry.
She looks genuinely terrified.
Okay.
It was a slip of the tongue. I'm sorry.
I thought I I thought she was alien.
She is.
Didn't call me Alia.
I said a different name. It's fine. Let's leave it to that.
Right, okay.
I'm sorry, Alia. I truly am.
I thought you'd know how bloody true names work.
Yes, I'm well aware.
Don't say it.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
So why were you being pissed on? What were you waiting for?
I was waiting for him.
For
He sent
what?
me here.
Oh, you sent her it?
Yes, for information I sent her on
I'm not going
ahead.
to come here off my own back. Have you seen this place?
Yeah, I hate it. It's horrible.
Yeah. Did you find anything? Did you learn?
Yeah, I
Anything?
did. What do you think? I've not moved.
Oh, you sent her for the... Right, yeah, okay.
Fly was here.
It was.
Well, not in this here,
No,
but
but
in
in
this
this-
building here.
In this building?
Yes.
When?
I don't know how long ago. You're lucky I got that. You see me? I can't exactly just put on a cloak and pretend I'm a human.
No, I know, I understand.
They just see a floating robe and think I'm a ghost.
That's why I tried to kill it.
Yeah.
Ha!
I tried to kill you.
Ignore him. When did you pick up the information? When was it? A few days ago, you said?
Yeah, 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
So it was
And
here
it could have been recent. They've probably gone now.
Well, I imagine it has, yes. But that's good. That's good news. Thank you. That is what we were hoping to hear. We just need to try and track it down.
Yeah, any idea where it went after that point? I mean, it's...
No, I just know it wasn't on its own.
It wasn't alone.
Well, no.
I suppose it needs people to transport it, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Do you know how many others
No.
were there?
So you don't really know
I-
much, except for the fact
She
it was
knows
there.
more than we.
Do you know how big this fucking city is?
Yeah, it's pretty chunky, isn't it? Yeah, I've only stepped
Yeah.
in a little bit.
And I've nailed it down to one single thing, building.
Yeah. You've done.
I'd say I've done well.
You have. You've done very well. You've done better than we have.
Yeah, I have. What have you been doing for 3 days?
You've been
Also-
drinking.
I did once. One night. That was it. That was literally tonight.
I'm so covering you in shit one of these
Please
nights.
don't do that again. It really was not fun. the first
Again?
time. Yes, she's done it before.
Not my own. I can't do that. But I know a cow locally here, and it shits like a fountain.
You know it personally, or just know of a cow?
Yeah,
Which one?
I call him Gaston.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. But thank you for the information. It is very helpful.
Right. Well, what's the plan now?
Well, if it was here, maybe we can ask the proprietor and see if they know anything or heard any whispers of anything.
You want to just come right out and say, yo, have you seen the dragonfly? Even though we're trying to keep this thing under wraps.
No, but we can ask if there's been anything strange. If anyone is transporting it, there wouldn't have been a normal convoy per se.
That's very true, yeah.
Ailey, I do still need your help with this.
I'm not going in any more chamber pots.
You don't have to go in any change. Surely there's better places to hide.
Not when you're in a place with chamber pots and you can't do it anymore.
Right. Okay. I can't make any promises of no chamber pots, but
Right, well, until you get favour back and I can go
yeah.
thing.
I don't know if that's gonna happen very soon. I'm working on it.
You better, because I know what happens if you don't.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm not. No, you don't. You don't. I do. I've seen it. I'm not having that happen.
It won't. It won't, I promise. They are just not very forthcoming at the moment, understandably so. Which is why I'm relying on your help and not theirs. If I had their help, we would have found it probably instantly, but we are struggling.
He's not blaming you, by the way.
I'm not, no.
You're really bad at this.
I have never done this before.
I'm learning as I go. I've brought Jarrell in because he is a good tracker and he has offered to help me find it.
Yeah, but I still don't really know what it is. You just kind of give me hints, you know?
You know what you need to know, trust me, the less you know the better. I know it's vague and I know it's annoying.
Yeah, and when you're tracking things, it's handy to be, you know, less vague.
The dragonfly should be enough. It's a very unique thing.
Right.
Check the other rooms. I couldn't get into it. I was lucky on this one. It was open when I came across it, so I wedged some.
What? Where?
Well, I've checked this room, but I know the dragonfly was in this building, but I don't know where.
No, you said it was wedged in something. Something was wedged in.
I wedged it.
Oh, you wedged in.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't move through glass.
That was a smart of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have created a hole, but
I would have seen that. I would have probably killed you.
Really?
okay. I'm small. I'm not defenceless.
Yeah.
Slow cross of the legs, leaning back.
Yeah. Alright. What do you say?
If
Third is fatal attraction.
It's 2. Ryan, that's 2.
there's nowhere specific that I need you to go now, except for perhaps the dragonfly is still in the city. If you can just keep an ear out again for me, let
Do
me
you
know.
want me to check these other rooms?
I guess you can.
I mean,
We can get you into some of them. We met some of the people who are in them.
But I also think that they would probably spot you as well. So,
well, then you lot go into their rooms. I don't know, make a reason if you know them.
but what am I
I
looking
mean,
for?
we've looked at them.
What do you mean, what are you looking for?
I don't know how to pick up traces of it.
If I had a road map to finding the dragonfly, I'd find the dragonfly.
I know.
You gotta look for clues. God, you are shit at this.
Well, I've got him.
But then use the tracker. Can't believe I'm actually siding with him being the useful one in this fucking room.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. That's right. Yeah. What is he?
I can't say.
Oh, for fuck.
No, I can't say.
What, physically can't say it?
Yeah, I physically can't say it.
Oh, right. Look, I'll have a look around, see if there's anything buzzy or whatever, or something with a DF on it, or, you know.
You even know what it is. Take him with you.
Yeah, I'm trying, but he's fucking useless. Like you said, you're great. He's fucking useless.
You know I'm not supposed to be next to you when you say stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
Right. Val, let me put it this simply for you. Right. Her patience is not limitless, unlike her power. Don't drag your fucking heels on this.
I'm not dragging my heels. I need to find it.
Right. Well, do better.
I will. I'll try.
Where am I sleeping?
Not in my room, you with him.
Right.
We're next door.
Well, question stands. Where am I sleeping?
Next door with me, if you like.
Right.
Not in a chamber pot, if that makes any comfort for you.
I mean, I've got a spare one if you want it.
No. Sleep where you like. In the
He shits enough for 2 people.
Still here. Still here.
I think
I'm
she's
sorry,
talking
just
about-
accept your fate.
Yeah.
A bit of shit here and you're fine. Trust me, it washes off.
I very well know that it does, yes, after the last time we had a little spat.
Right.
Do you two want to take this to your room?
Yeah,
So I'm
let's
quite
go.
excited, Yeah.
Yeah. What we spoke about. Just remember, if you need anything, just shout, alright?
Oh god, yeah, there's gang people after us. I completely forgot about that with the fucking pixie. Right, Caesar, yeah.
I'm a sprite.
Sprite. Right.
Yeah, please don't get them confused, because you will wake up in shit.
Sprite.
Out the door.
Go to my room and
Okay. So we'll cover you in a moment.
shit.
Everyone begins filtering back. Sorry, I've not covered you yet.
It's a lot back.
I'm so
Alright.
sorry. I was working way around the clock, and you're. I just can't look at you for too long. You're too handsome. So So, Cassian, you've gone up to your room.
Yes.
Okay.
As usual, nighttime routine of using a dagger just to make sure the sheets are clean. Just doesn't want to touch them until he has assessed that clean enough.
They're brittle in places.
Let's just. It's good. There's not.
Oh, Callum.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear what he was testing for.
Sweetheart.
Sweet summer shower.
Then he'll get into bedroll out of his pack.
Yeah.
Just using both daggers at this point, just to shove the sheets onto the floor, bedroll, finish the nightcap off, and just have a think about home.
Like that kind of England.
Like the Wolverine meme where he's holding it.
So, you lie back. Where's your stuff?
Side of the bed, within reach.
So you lie down, look at the ceiling. There's not that many stains. Looks relatively freshly painted. And then just as you're beginning to catalogue all the reasons why, okay, maybe you won't catch something sleeping here, you're behind you.
Both daggers on. Immediately looking.
As you look, when you say both daggers,
Two daggers.
Dos daggers.
describe these daggers to me.
They are relatively plain daggers. They're nothing special.
Okay. You look up, your pack is fallen over.
Meticulously go through it, see if anything is missing.
You shift through things, taking an inventory, working through, and then your fingers brush against something and you feel a thrum. You pull your fingers back and then you put your hand back in slowly, wrap your fingers around a pummel, and the vibration stops. Is this dark fantasy or a porno?
Jesus, wait, you're setting it up.
Yeah, that's down to you at this point.
Trying not to make noise.
We've got a new sponsor.
This just in, guys.
It's just it.
It's bad Dungeons and Dragons.
It's bad.
Yes.
Cantrips and kinks.
Ooh.
A pummel.
Vibrating pommel?
From me.
No word is good for it.
No. Oh, we're gonna
Perfectly still pommel.
Do you know, pun damage is a thing. And you begin drawing out. Shut up! You begin pulling out the. Shut up. The weapon.
Yeah.
Describe this dagger.
It is ornate. Almost looks decorative rather than useful, with jewels inlaid into the handle and into the pommel.
Ryan, you're on 3.
I was looking at these two.
I suggest not looking at Josh.
Yeah, it is curved on the blade and inlaid. Everything is inlaid in what looks like gold. Definitely looking at it with a look of confusion.
You feel almost like a gentle thrum throughout the whole of your body. As shut up, Josh. As you hold the weapon and you gently unsheath it, and then drop the weapon for the eyes that look at you from the brief reflection are almost like in an electric blue, unlike your own. And then when you lean over and look down at the dagger, in the brief snippet of blade that you can see. It's your face.
Check the windows, check the door.
Windows locked. Doors locked.
Well, shit. How did this get back here? Just gonna pick it up again. I'll probably spend a while pondering it.
No further movement from it. No vibrations. It's just still. As inanimate as either of the other two daggers that you picked up. A bauble, pretty bauble. Doesn't look like it'd be much use in combat. Not sharpened to a needlepoint sheen like the other two. You can kind of run your finger over it without fear of breaking skin. And yet, for some reason, you feel more of a kinship and more of a danger from this weapon than from either of the other two. And then as you kind of set it down and just look at it from a distance, you swear for a millimeter, spins and stops. Are you doing anything else?
I'd spend a long time looking at it before getting to sleep.
Okay. Does anyone else wish to do anything for the moment before we go back?
And just make sure everything's locked. All the windows are tightly sealed.
Okay.
Probably.
Are you-
Is there any furniture in the room? Like that's not the bed.
There's a chair in each of these rooms. There's a
Chair up
single
against the door.
Okay.
I'll just say I'll go up to the room, do fairly similar. It's been a while since he's been in a proper bed. Yeah, gets comfy.
Okay.
I would, wherever the door is, I would probably drag a piece of furniture in front of it. Not so that the door can't be opened. So if it is open, it has to stop halfway.
Yeah. Okay.
And I would probably sit on a chair in the corner of the room so I can see both the window and the door.
Okay.
Just
Anyone else?
lulled to sleep in coziness, that kind of where it feels a bit overly soft compared to what he's used to. But yeah.
As everyone else begins, what do you...
Sleeps on the floor.
Okay. You go into your other room with Elia ahead of you. Pausing only because she overshoots the room and you signal which one's yours and she goes back and dips in. And flattens herself on the pillow. And just sinks into it. She may be small, but there is a weight to her and she just depresses into the pillow. You sure about him?
Gerald.
Yeah, I thought that you of all people would not want people to know about this.
Can I ask before we continue? Can everybody apart from Callum leave the room?
Oh shit!
Already?
Session one.
What the hell?
Oh shit! It might take me a quick second.
Oh yeah, apologies.
That's right.
Okay, getting past.
Yeah, I can
Do you know what? It's cool around there. That's fine.
Yeah, very valid.
I can't believe we're leaving.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Romance's hidden secrets.
Before a conversation ensues, can I just have an investigation of the room? Make sure there's nothing out of the ordinary, we may be listening in.
Okay. Your choice between... Oh, no, hang on. So, yeah, so it'd be investigation more than perception, I believe.
Yeah.
Because you're not trying to spot something, you're trying to identify anything that's out of place.
12.
Okay. The room has subtle differences to the one that you've just come out of, but given that you've never been in either of these rooms, it's hard to tell whether something should have been in a particular place.
Yeah.
The window itself is locked, closed. And the door itself seems to work with this latch. It doesn't look as though this room's been interfered with in any identifiable way that you can tell from a look.
Yeah.
Before the questions directed at you from
Elliot. Yeah.
So, are you sure?
Not entirely, no, but I was lost when he found me, and apparently he is a very good tracker. I told him that we were looking for the dragonfly artifact, and he said he could help. He managed to bring us this far to the city, where we thought we're better to hear of rumours and ongoings than the biggest city here, so that's sort of as far as we've gone.
Well, we know she was definitely here.
Yeah, it's good news.
But this place is huge.
Yeah.
And if she's not here anymore, they could have taken her out of the city by now. We don't even know if she's still here.
I know. But it's the best we've got so far, thanks to you.
You said that the ladies pulled support. Does she still check in?
Not often. Occasionally, yes, but rarely.
I don't. We need to find her before she stops being indifferent and starts being angry.
Yeah, I'm aware. Without... never mind, I'm not going to bring it up. But... yeah, we do. We need to find her. I need to find her. And I need your help to do it. I need help. I need others with me, even if they don't know the full extent of what we're looking for. I need assistance. You've been the best help so far, but I can't rely on solely you, and that's unfair for yourself.
It's impractical. I can't do what every sprite does. Maybe I can soon. But I'm not exactly subtle. I'm small, but I tend to draw the eye in.
Big cities.
I've seen what they do to the elves here. I can only imagine what they do to... I can't let them catch me.
I can't let them catch you either. You're right, this city is not the nicest of places.
You said you knew people. Can't you get their help to find?
We met some people today, just by chance, I suppose. I don't think they have any idea about any of this, but if I can get some support from them, if I deem them trustworthy, then yes. Jarrell is... He's an odd case, but he is trustworthy from what I can tell. He has his own issues. He understands the plight of others.
Two people in a big city like this. If she is here, we might not find her before she gets moved.
Well, we have to try at least. It's the only thing we have. I have. I'll see if I can pick up some leads tomorrow.
So where am I sleeping then?
Where would you like to sleep?
Claim the bed.
The whole thing, really?
Small person, big appetite.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but can I at least have one side?
You can have a pillow.
Fine. Pillow is done. You did very well, so the bed is yours. And thank you seriously. I know you're sticking your neck out for me for, well, not really a lot in return, I suppose, but I really do appreciate it.
I got your back.
I know. You're the only one I can trust for you.
You got him back in.
Go on, Leo. Yes, I need some d6s to roll the new character, please.
Yes, I did jump on Discord during the break because I'm that kind of nerd.
We actually all watched it on stream out there.
Full secret. Every
quick tune in.
Have you?
No.
You're a jokester. So, everyone begins to lull themselves into whatever nighttime patterns they have. And the noise from outside, while still energized by the dwindling of the late hour, begins to ebb and recede as the light from outside, visible through the window and through the drapes, diminishes. And given that most of your rooms are facing on against another building, it's felt more keenly the lack of ambient light from outside. And although you're all very keenly aware of being in a building that's, filled with other people that you don't know, the locks are tested, sturdy enough locks. Windows, latch, yours doesn't.
He's not
But-
going to sleep well.
But you're not going to sleep.
Well.
Go on, give me the reason. But those of you that are actually using the beds, they're comfortable. The floor, less so, but it's warm at least. It'd be warm outside, but even in early summer, the heavens are known to open and get rained on.
Yep.
You hope it's rain. So whether you're taking that gamble on a normal day, it's not today. And question, Gwyn, did you have a final chat with Gessler?
That was that final chat that we had.
Okay, cool. And everybody's gone off to their own rooms. The last parting that you have with Gessler is him wishing you good night, and he goes off into the room at the end of the hall, steps inside and closes it. But after that closing, there's no further sounds. It's all quiet. So, because I'm that kind of DM,
Oh, God.
who has rations?
Yes.
Yes.
She never got to us for food.
So the first rations come off today.
Rations are £2. We owe
Right.
Okay.
In that case, it'll be half a rations for a day.
Half a ration per day.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, we got 10 days. Amazing.
So, and you don't need to track the water for the day for the dehydration rules because you've been drinking. So, just so everybody's aware at
Half a
home,
ration today.
yes, half a ration. Because although food was brought, as I said, Deirdre or whatever name was given to her in the hustle and bustle of that conversation, got held up and the food didn't get brought to the table. In terms of food and stuff, whenever we do long rests, that's when we check in on that stuff, and it's just to kind of emphasise the important things like the ferry and survival out in the wilderness and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll drift into the background. It's just that when people do go in for rest, that we'll check in on those kind of things to minimise bookkeeping.
Perfect.
So people start to drift off, and who is going to sleep?
I have a question about that. My meditative rest, is that same
So
as the
it-
elves' trance?
Yeah, so benefit-wise, you need 4 hours
Yeah.
to gain 8 hours sleep, but to benefit from a long rest, you still need the 8 hour period.
Yeah.
Is my understanding, at least
Yeah.
that's how it did work on previous
So
rooms.
you only need to be meditating.
Yeah,
for
it just
5
means that for 4 hours
Yeah,
that
that's
you are awake and conscious, as opposed to the 6 hours normally, because there's 2 hours of inactivity that people normally have leaving the long rest. So, yes, so 2, 1.
I'd probably stay up for about an hour just watching the door and just listening, sort of
Okay.
almost meditatively before I allow myself to fall asleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it is quiet on this floor. The last voices that you heard is Gaslow and Gwyn parting words previously. Voices muffled. The next room you know that belongs to Val and to the sprites. And even that ebbs out and eventually things are quiet. Sounds out outside the window seem to quieten as people move to other areas which are more vibrant and not in the outskirts, where most people that don't live there naturally will tend to avoid being there after dark, so they'll relocate and things start to quieten down. Sounds from down below, a couple of floors below where drinks are being served, there is a ringing of a bell, vibrant, loud, echoing, and it signifies the last orders. And then that is promptly followed by a flurry of footsteps, and then quiet, as people start to recede away and go about their own daily business. So, with disadvantage, apart from you, everyone do a perception check for me. You can do one without disadvantage.
Okay, not bad. No, not
I
bad.
don't think I need this.
Since you are
Shit, anyway. Oh, that's a good start.
No. It's got a 1 and a 2.
No, it's 17 and a 2.
17 and a 2. Okay.
18 and 2.
okay. Thank you,
16.
Cassian.
4.
Right, cool.
16.
3.
7.
14.
10.
Oh, average.
My man.
Yeah, wisdom. It's all
Not
about
the
it.
worst. Wow.
No, you are not.
Wow. Well done, me.
Right. 15.
14.
16.
16. Right, okay.
Does that make it?
Yes. So, you all slip into comforting sleep. You get maybe a couple of hours before something wakes you. Immediately your eyes are drawn towards the window. That's what you assume is waking you. Window's closed.
Okay.
Curtains are unmoving. Off towards the right, where the last cluster of rooms are, there is a sound of a muffled yelp and a thump.
Okay. I will immediately go to grab my bow, which is sort of it's sort of like a slightly almost sort of white coloured wood, sort of like pristine, but with a few fair nicks in it. And knowing where the latch was relatively weak on the window, I will kick at that point to burst the window open, draw an arrow and aim it directly down to where I heard the yelp and see what's going on.
Okay. So you opening the door?
Oh, yeah, kicking the balcony door open, and
Okay.
turning. Oh, did I hear it in the corridor out by the window?
More towards the corridor, towards one of the rooms.
Oh, I'll kick out the door in that case. Yeah, yeah. We'll go doorway and then.
So, is that narrative flair, or are you actually kicking the door?
More narrative.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I have 10 strength.
Roll for
I'm not
shatting
kicking
your
it.
Doors are your kryptonite.
Yeah, I'm well aware. So yeah, I will. Okay. Boom.
Open it and you step out,
Yes.
drawing, partially drawing, not fully.
Yep.
Being an experienced archer.
Mhm.
You step out, and you listen. Do another perception check for me.
Yes.
Not
Oh.
at disadvantage because you're now awake.
24.
24. It's coming from the last room.
Yep.
And you can hear a soft, cushioned scrape.
I will run.
Something being dragged.
I will run down to that door start banging on all the doors as I go down
Right, okay.
and scream in there. Is everything all right?
Okay. Everyone else is still asleep. Perception check with advantage. You'll hear it anyway. You don't have to roll with it.
Advantage.
Yes, because
See if
someone
we
is banging on a door next to your bed.
Yay. It's natural 20.
First natural 20 of the
And a
campaign.
natural 1 at the same time. So
Oh, nice.
good thing it was advantage. So natural 20 and 21 total.
An unnatural 20.
21.
18.
Everyone wakes, eyes opening, head turning towards the door, and you can see it rattling for a brief moment, and then hurried footsteps as you get towards the end of the corridor, towards a door identical, save for numerical markings to your own. And as you move up, and you do what?
I shout out, what's going on?
So you call out, and the sound of scraping that you heard stops.
Right, I don't have thieves kill me.
I'd be able to move a lot quicker than the rest of them because I'd instantly heard it or been knocking. I'm kind of ready for
I
it.
do, but we're against the clock.
Yeah, so you'd probably get about the equivalent of a round of movement before.
Cool.
So you're probably the first one that's coming out into the hall. And you can see him at the very final door at the edge of the corridor banging.
Philip, door! Can you kick in?
I'll do you one better. I run up and I just clench my gauntlet and I punch where the lock is.
Right, okay. Attack roll.
No questions asked. Just
As he does
hit
that,
this
I will
door.
step back and have my bow partially drawn, aiming out.
use that gun?
Did you use the bad dice?
Yeah, I've been using the whole time.
Why?
That's 9.
Oh!
There's a door. You never know.
That's a 9.
A 9.
So your fist makes contact with the door, and you can certainly see it rattle in the frame. However, where you made contact with it is too close to where it's strongest about the latch, and although it bucks, it doesn't break. But with the rattling, there is a fresh sound of movement from within, and it is hastened, and there is a lack of subtlety to it now.
Ah, shit. Do you do one better?
Jess, while he's doing that, what is everyone else doing? You can hear this rattling, you can hear the thumping,
You can hear the shouting.
you can hear the shouting.
Whose room's nearest?
To yours,
To that one. To that room that they ran to.
it would be his on one side, and yours is the next one up.
Okay, so.
So imagine in seat order,
Okay.
just to make it easy. So it will be closest would be Val's, then it'd be yours, stick up, like a step up,
Okay.
and then step up would be yours, step up would be yours, step
Is,
up would be yours.
is it the room next to mine, as in on the same side, or next to his?
It's on the edge. So
Oh, right,
if you
yeah.
imagine it's a line of doors, and then the one that's on the very end,
Right.
embedded into the what would be a dead end, is his door.
So, like, if you were. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So where I would be if you're looking down the corridor.
Right, I'll run out. I'll have both swords in hand or sheathed in hand.
Okay. So you're rushing out. Anyone else?
Yeah,
Everyone
I'll
else?
be rushing. I'll tell Aelia to leave. I'll signal her through the window. Just leave. There's something wrong, and I'll also run out and I'll see what these guys are banging on the door.
The last thing you see is her darting towards the window, hitting the window, realizing it's locked, and then trying to work out the lock.
Okay.
However, you turn the corner and you can see everyone rattling. Another attack roll.
Could I do an athletics check to push through the door? As in, like, to push it off?
It'd be a strength check, not athletics, so I believe pushing and pulling isn't tied into athletics.
Yeah, I will just do
I
it.
will
I'll just do an
let me
attack.
just double check very quickly, because this comes up more often than not, so I don't think it's a waste of time for me to just get the actual wording.
Makes sense. But
It would, however, I believe this has been called up by someone before,
Yeah.
but I just want to double check. However, for now, just make a check for us.
Better.
16 if it's plus 4,
Okay,
and if it was with athletics, it would be day 20.
right, okay. You just double check, because just purely because this is going to come up a lot, and I'd rather have an actual ruling for it.
Plus 8
Yeah.
athletics.
Yeah.
I'm very good at it.
So athletics is jump further than normal, stay afloat in rough water, or break something. Oh yeah, break
Break
something.
something.
Yeah, okay.
Basically, just like
Athletics.
crash through it.
So we know for the
Like
future.
shoulder barge kind of just crash straight through
So
it.
20. So as you strike it, the door rattles, and then there is a crack in the woods. Probably one more will knock it solid. through that brief crack, you see. Actually, no, you don't, because you are not very perceptive. You crack into it, and as you pull away and line up, just through the gap that you would have seen, there is the swish of a cloak.
Do I see that cloak?
You're talking like a gap like that. It's not big enough for an hour.
Hunter's mark.
Hunter's mark, right, okay.
Here's my
So
hunter's
you
mark.
lay it in. Is that a save, or does it just happen?
It just happens, and I've got 2 free ones every long rest.
Mark it off. Fantastic. Right, so just so that we've got some semblance, very quick initiative. I'm not going to draw out a map, however, so remember, initiative now works differently in the 2024 rules, just for the sake of people at home and just to remind people here. There are no surprise rounds now. If you are caught by surprise, you roll with disadvantage. If there's something that gives you advantage, you roll with it. But everything still happens in the first round of the turn. It's just if you're surprised, it's more likely you'll get a lower result.
Cool.
So, make your rolls.
Don't know what even has literature.
Just so that there's a bit of semblance, so I've got a turn order here. So,
22.
22.
Go.
19.
19.
9.
9.
Oh dear.
8.
8.
Oh dear.
12.
12.
3.
Oh, Dean, if only you were in between the two. That would have been perfect.
Right. Okay, so I'm 19. Sorry, 22. What are you doing? You can see these guys piled in, you can hear the rattling of the door, you can hear the crack of the wood, you can hear the shuffled movement from beyond the door. You can't quite get to it with these two standing in front of it. Is there anything you do want to do, or try and do?
I would, having joined them, prep my short bow and hold an action, so if I see an assailant within,
Okay.
fire off an arrow.
Right, so you've drawn a weapon, you've got it ready, okay. And your ready action is fire at anyone you see. That's the trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not full combat.
What's going on?
We're not in full combat. Just to
right.
give it a bit of semblance.
Burst
Okay,
into
so Josh, 19.
Yeah, so Jarrell will, as the door has been smashed open, he sees that flick of a cape, and anybody who's nearby or in the corridor will see the brightest sort of. Actually, is it verbal and somatic? It is verbal and somatic, I think it is. If it's verbal and somatic, you'll hear a little whisper in. Does anybody speak Celestial?
No.
Okay, you won't understand the language in which he's whispering in that case, as he stares at the cloak from the previous round, and there's a tiny flicker from his eyes as his hands are holding the bow at a semi-drawn point, and there's an orange flare in his eyes as he lands his hunter's mark after having done in the previous round. Running into the room, that cloak, is it still there?
Okay. Door needs another whack before it opens.
Door needs. In that case, he's going to. Is it sort of pulled behind where the window would be?
Hard to say. You literally saw it through a gap like that as he cracked it, and the wood started to break away from where the wood connects with the handle.
Right. In that case.
So you've seen it for a glimpse, and then they started moving where you, based on the layout of the room you were in, is towards the window.
Right. In that case, rather than staying exactly where he is, he's going to run back to his room and go to break through that door of the window, the window, and
window
onto the balcony.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So you, as you glance through, and you can see them going. You turn around, march, or run straight past Cassian, who's already got a short bow ready, and you dart back into your room.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hunter's mark is just verbal.
Just verbal. Perfect. And
Yeah,
then
okay.
just some little whispers. Thank you.
So Dean.
Yeah, I'd grab my.
Oh, well. Sorry. Do I make it to the window?
Not to the window now.
Cool. No worries. Carry on.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'd grab my staff and run towards the door. He'd start to mutter. I'd start to mutter in Gnomish and cast Shillelagh as a bonus action. Open the door and see all these running around and see my dwarven friend trying to smash in the door and go run over next to him.
Okay. So you rush up to him.
What's going on?
Shouting. Shouting. Small man told me to break door. So I break door.
No questions
Okay.
asked.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything further?
No.
Callum? I will get character names eventually, but for now, just...
So I'm still in my doorway. I wouldn't have come fully out. You say my room is next to the...
Yours is next to it. So imagine that at the end of this table here is where his door is.
Yeah, so mine is like
And then where you are sat is the placements, with yours being the first in the sequence. His a bit further up.
Yeah.
Josh is a bit further up. And then on.
From when I was in Jarrell's room when Alia first appeared, after looking at the balconies, are they connected or is there a massive gap between
There's a gap
the
between them. It's not massive.
Not
You could
massive.
jump it, but they are like a foot and a half wide from
Right.
the wall before there's a balcony. So it's like those stunted ones that you have.
Yeah,
It's
like
normally
Juliet
metal
Bar.
grating, but these are
Yeah.
stone.
Ooh,
So you
that's gonna
probably
be-
need to balance on them, but you could hop from one to the other.
The way I've been rolling, I don't fucking trust that. So
Now, to get to his, you'd have to get up on the roof and drop down to the other
drop
side.
down.
Because there is a corner of the building separating.
So I would have
that's
heard
what-
all the shouting and all of that. So I think probably, and the door's still not fully broken in yet.
No, it's almost. You just need another solid
I
whack.
might just kind of be like, just say, move, everyone move, and then I'll, with his fully bandaged arm, he'll pull it out and I'll cast Eldritch Blast on the door
Eldritch Blast.
to try and break it down.
Cool. Are you still standing in the way?
I'm gonna try and
If
aim.
a guy comes up to me and says, "Get out of the way quick," and starts going like this with a bandaged hand, I'm gonna go.
Have you?
I've been in the army. I know what's about to happen here. I know what
So
casting a
it's,
spell looks like.
It's a D10 force damage. That's fucking awful.
Did you roll to attack?
Oh no, I didn't. I don't think you do. On
Yes, you do.
You do.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah, so
It's an attack roll. Otherwise, it's the most overpowered cantrip in the game.
So that is it's +3, so 15.
15. Yeah, roll damage.
I'll re-roll that.
Like you can't really miss the door, but it's whether or not you hit it in a place that's actually going to
That's 4 force damage.
4 force damage. There wasn't a lot left from where you smacked it. So as he says, move, and you back out of the way. What does it look like?
So you'll see where his, because on the left side of his hair and his eye are green, his eye will sort of glow ever so slightly, and it's almost like a pulse goes from that way down his arm that kind of lights up, and as he flings it, it goes out of just out of his fingertips, and just it's a basically like a classic kind of Eldritch Blast fashion. It is very sort of green colour. It's not like a sickly green. It's more of like a kind of like a forest green. Might be kind of familiar to Drynog, I guess. It's a bit lighter on the side, but when it hits, it just splinters the door.
Okay. So the blast hits it, and as you move out of the way, there is a rush of shower of splinter shards that go past you. Don't nick anything, but kind of tangle into the beard as the door is hit and the door comes off its hinges. Weakened already from the solid smack that it received, that blast square in the middle is enough to catapult it out, and it just slams flat. Looking in, well, you're not there anymore, but looking in, you immediately see someone, so you're going to get to fire off your action. Who's closest to the door now? You are, and
I'd be close.
Yeah.
right, okay.
And then me as well.
So everyone's really within our
Pretty
line.
close.
So
We're all just peering through.
the door is at the head of this room, which gives you a full glance of the layout. Slightly bigger bed in this one.
Oh, cheapskate.
Slightly bigger bed. This bed midway down, coming away from the wall, so it's almost like it bisects the room slightly. His belongings are tousled at the end, clearly in a state of disarray, and the blankets of the bed have all been pulled back as though it's been wrenched. Dragged towards the window, slightly now hidden by virtue of the body of the bed, is Gaslow being pulled by his hair by an individual that is draped in a full body brown cloak and a hood up, and then as the door is blown off the hinges, the figure turns around and there is a crudely made white owl mask, and there is another individual straddling the open window with on the balcony, crouched onto it, wearing a similar ornate owl mask. Subtle similarities between the two, but in the low light of the room, because there is nothing lit in here, it's a pitch black room, lit only by now the silhouette of the light from the far end of the room, because it's one of the only rooms here that actually is open rather than looking onto a wall, and the light of the corridor that you've just left. These two things bask these two individuals in light enough that you can make out their owls, but you can't see the subtle differences. And they turn and they look and they stare at you. The moment they do, ready to action.
Yes.
Which one? One on the balcony or the one dragging?
Which would I see first?
Whoever I see
The one that's
first.
dragging
One's
in
prob-
front of the balcony, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so the one that's dragging Gaston.
Okay.
That's
Dragon.
the
So I can't just hidden because I was behind the door.
No, because they heard the solid whacking.
The blown off door.
Yeah.
Oh, you're there?
How did you do that naturally?
Look, I get sneak attack at any opportunity.
It's worth doing
Wait,
now.
hang on. Does Gasto count as an ally?
He's not.
He is currently being dragged. I would not say that he
Yeah.
is enough of a hindrance.
Not a threat.
Common sense does need to apply. I know it does counter some of the
Alright.
things. It's not really a threat.
Yeah.
Does a 14 hit?
So,
No. Gaston? Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Good, he's dead now.
He's the first one I saw. I said.
so 14 does hit.
Wonderful.
Make an attack roll, sir.
I got an attack
Damage
roll.
roll. Damage roll. You know what I mean.
That's the first bit of damage done.
What? It's a
No,
one,
damage.
everyone.
No.
Hey!
4.
Oh
Hit
yeah,
6
you did.
damage.
You did.
Yeah,
It's
all
true.
right.
Okay.
Nice 4 damage.
Thank you. Wait, hang on. No, wait.
Oh, and nice and heavy.
It's not a 1.
Is it
It's
7?
It's a
No,
4.
there's a 66 again.
Okay.
So that is 7 damage. 7 piercing damage. Sorry.
Is it 7 on a d6?
Those very nice dice.
Yes.
You lift your shot bow and notch and release,
Yes.
and it arcs cleanly across the room. And as he, the one that's dragging Gaslow, turns and looks and is seen, it thuds straight into the shoulder, and you can see it punch through.
Whoever attacks him next has advantage.
Ooh.
Excellent. Weapon masteries, guys, we're keeping in mind.
Yeah.
And as he lets out a shout, there is a brief moment where his hand releases the hair of Gaslow. And as Gaslow spans around, looks up, and then looks up towards you, he's about to scurry forward when he reaches and grabs him again at the axe and starts trying to return towards the window. Now with added incentive to hurry. So, that was your readied action. So, it is now Harry, I believe, last?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Sorry,
not
I will
quite
get the
last,
character
yes.
names. I've just noted it down with your actual name, so for the sake of now, just bear with me.
I think he's still. I don't know whether to enter rage because I'm seeing my friend being dragged away.
How angry would you
So I would be pretty pissed off
Yeah.
after seeing my friend. So I will.
It's entirely your call. Keep
Yeah, I
in mind what it entails.
Well, isn't that
That's a third.
that's third? Okay, doesn't
Is
matter.
it?
Yeah, because we don't get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ignore
So-
me then.
I am going to tie my hair back as quickly as I can. Just like
Angry time.
angry tie,
Angry
like a golden circlet just to tie it back. I unsheath the great sword that is behind me. My body pulses with kind of an anger, obviously, and I'm going to storm into that with the great sword, slashing at the person dragging Gaslow.
Make an attack roll.
Cool. And I also, well, let's see if I hit first. Not 20. Not 20.
Nat 20. Right, so for the people at home, we are inspiring our critical hit rules thanks to Daggerheart, because I love their critical hit rules. Makes things a lot more lethal, which is in keeping with a Dark Fantasy game. So the way that the critical hit damage rolls work in this is normally you'd roll twice the amount of dice and add the modifier once. What we're doing now is the amount of damage that your dice could roll on a non-crit. You accept that as the starting value of the damage, make a normal dice roll with the normal amount of dice and add that together, then add the modifier. So we work on the assumption that one set of your dice is rolled to the max, and then you roll your dice on top of that.
Nice.
So, what is your damage dice for your weapon?
2d6 plus
So,
4.
for the example of this, 2d6, he now treats as a 12, then he'll roll 2d6 on top of the 12, and then add the plus 4.
Oh my god.
I
Now-
also have.
It's exciting, and it might seem overpowered, but
But
remember,
it happens
it
to
works
us too.
to them too.
Yeah.
Oh no. I've also got Savage Attacker.
Oh god.
So
Obviously, they'll only apply to the dice you're actually rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, it's max anyway. So 2d6, and then I will. Thank God I have savage attacking because I got 2 1s there. And then I got 2 4s that time. So
what's the wording for savage attack? Just so I can familiarise myself.
once per turn, when I hit with a weapon, roll damage twice and use either roll.
Right, cool. Yeah.
Okay, so that is 24 damage.
Is that plus rage dice as well?
Yes.
He's the guy who's already been shot.
Yeah.
Just cleaved
I
his
think
arm.
you just bisected him.
Yeah. He's like, oh, my
my
shoulder.
friend. Wait, do I add anything from
If
this?
Did you add
your
it?
rage, you get additional as well.
Oh my God,
you-
why have I not read that? I don't know how to play Barbarian.
So is that not including the rage?
That's
damage?
not including
No,
rage
it's
damage.
plus 2 for
Oh
rage
my
damage.
God.
Rage damage, blah blah blah.
When you take a straight weapon with unarmed strike, deal damage to the target, you gain a bonus to that damage.
Barbarians.
You'll have to bear with us,
everybody.
guys. Like I
Barbarians.
said, there's a new additional
Oh, it's just
rules, so we
yeah.
are treating everything as the potential that it could
So does the
face the
barbarian
change between additions.
Yeah.
So if we do double check rules that are common knowledge to
I think
people,
it's for everything.
that's why
Right,
we'd rather nail down the differences now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
it's an extra plus 2, so 26 in total.
okay, right.
Just 26.
At
level-
so-
level 1.
Cool 26.
Can you describe to me what you do to this man
Okay, boy.
as you charge across the room and the owl mask turns to face you? His body full on, almost with the inevitability of death and the acceptance of oh fuck, it twists, and his arm, including the one that is hampered by an arrow, begins to lift as he sees the weapon arcing.
I am going to. Will is just going to cut directly through the hands, the mask, and then the other hand. So it just cuts through there, and they just slide off.
The weapon cleaves straight through like a hot knife through butter. And as the cloak falls away, the first thing to strike the ground is the upper torso, followed by the wet thud of internal organs slipping out, followed by the wet, muffled, yet more audible hump of the head rolling. The mask remains attached, but as the fabric comes away, you can see rounded ears and a shaved head. Can't see much more than that. However, there is a shout and a startled yelp from the window as the previously stoic and still owl figure suddenly begins trying to backpedal when there is nowhere to backpedal to.
This guy thought he was Batman. And he just sits with it cleaved in two. And he's like, oh, no.
So, right, so back to the top of the round. James. Cassian, I'm going to use names.
Right.
I just don't want to call you names from previous games.
Has everyone done?
Has Phil gone?
Phil needs to go.
Philippe.
Oh, apologies. I am reading this wrong.
Have you
He
been
has got
studying?
3.
Have you been?
Like 12.
Three.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I was reading it down.
Yeah.
rather than that.
Have you? This is you.
I played
Oh, you
outside.
Yes.
How far is this guy
Um,
across the room?
it's within 30 feet. If you've got less than 30 feet, you're not going to be able to reach the window.
I just have 30 feet. It's brilliant.
30 feet. Okay.
I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna grapple him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull him back into the room and slam him on the floor.
Okay. Right. So just double check the grapple rules for me in the new edition.
There's no athletics check anymore. It's 8 plus. It's a check against 8 plus your proficiency plus your strength. So that would be. I still need to roll an unarmed strike.
So you roll or he rolls?
I roll an unarmed strike to see if I hit him.
Yep.
And then he has to get higher than a
10 plus your strength.
8 plus my strength, which is 12.
Plus your proficiency.
Which is plus 2.
Which is 14.
14. Right.
So I have to hit him first.
Yeah.
So that's a
And
24.
in lieu of doing damage.
Yes, I grapple. That's 24.
Right. Okay. So you reach for this guy and grab him, and as you start yanking, he ducks underneath at an odd angle, and you yank the cloak free.
Everybody's close.
The top, not just the cloak.
Okay.
Calm.
No!
It's not that kind of combat. As you yank the cloak free and he stabbles back, you can see he is grimy, dirty. The mask is on at an angle, and you can see a twisted mouth, slightly cleft from underneath. Again, round the ears. And as he stables himself, trying to stop himself from falling, you pull free with the fabric, and then you just see one eye out of this disjointed mask just staring at you wide, but more to the point, staring at the man behind you that just bisected his companion.
So, I also wanted to, I didn't get to say it before, because it's dark, Philip's like eyes are like, just like, you can see them in the dark, like white.
Oh my, okay.
Like,
Jesus.
it's like Batman down the corridor.
You thought
So
you
it's like
were
a pitch black room, and all you just see is these eyes like.
So, as is that everything?
Yes, that's all I do.
Okay, Philip. Right. So, now, Cassian.
I believe I was at the door, so I would drop my short bow
Okay.
and draw 2 daggers, run in to be flanking.
Yeah, he's next to him, he's within 5 foot.
Cool. And then make my 2 attacks with my daggers.
It's, well, you won't flank, so you won't get advantage, but I believe because he's within 5
Again,
feet.
5 foot, yes.
Yeah. We'll double check that one in a moment. For the sake of ease of play, we'll just assume it applies for now.
So,
Because he's not, you can't, he'd have to be on the other side of the window, which would mean Philip would fall.
Was the grapple successful?
No,
No,
but for his claws.
roughly. That is
Yeah, he beat the DC.
22 to hit with the first dagger.
Yes, it does. Okay, so describe to me what you're doing.
So I am 1 dagger held forwards, 1 dagger held backwards. I just kind of slide to a stop, and with the dagger that's held backwards, just slice along his legs.
Okay, right. Is this the one you're using sneak attack on?
That is the one I'm using sneak attack on.
Okay.
So, where's my D4 gone? Oh, that is nice. So we have got 3 plus 3, 6, 12 damage on the first attack.
For
Okay.
the first attack.
Oh,
wow.
For the first attack.
Chief by Achilles.
Are we sure we're level 1?
Oh, trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels that way now.
Commoners, by the way.
There's 2 people.
And then second attack, which is all part of 1 action.
Nice.
Does a 14 hit.
14. Yes, it does.
Ooh. Okay, so no sneak attack on this one.
No,
But
it applies once around.
yes, 4 damage. So with the one that's in my hand held forwards, I'd just slash across the legs and then go straight into the sort of stomach area.
So he screams out as his legs are. You cut into the fabric, and there is a red spray onto the ground next to him, onto the banister in which he's precariously trying to balance. And then the second blade comes out and cuts him again, and the scream is almost strangled, almost as though the noise has difficulty coming out, even though his throat hasn't been hit. And he tries to balance himself, but he's on the verge of losing his balance. Anything further from you?
I don't think I can use my bonus action for anything yet. So no.
No. Okay. So now we go to Jarrell.
Okay, I pushed through the window in my room, and I'm now on the balcony. Can I see?
No, it's around the corner. You'd have to get up on the roof
Bugger.
and go.
Gone to the wrong room.
Right, have I
Like I
got...
said, the room's on the end of the table if you look at
Yep,
it. So
no, it's
there's a
fine.
corner.
He wasn't thinking that. In that case, I would probably... I've not got 30 to get back in that case. So 10 up, right?
I mean, you go out into the corridor, you can see them. You've just got people here, so they'll get a slight cover bonus to their AC.
Ah, sorry, it's fine. Out of interest, did my hunter's mark that I applied on that wisp of cape, did it drop or is it still active?
On
The individual that I had my hunter's mark
Still
on,
active.
it's still active, so it was on that fellow on the balcony. In which case, I will slide in a sort of really dope, over-the-top anime sort of style. My heels digging into the ground, I will slide along the corridor, pulling the arrow that has been somewhat taut in my bow this whole time, as hard as I can, and with my hunter's mark in my eye, which is now bright orange, in my sort of like mind's eye, that individual is bright orange, and I'm going to go for a non-lethal attack, trying to take out his kneecap with one of my arrows. I'm aware he's got partial cover, but I'm going to go for
He's
it
also
anyway.
precariously balanced.
That's fine, yeah. I'm going to go for
Into the wall.
Pin to the wall, yeah. Try and pin that kneecap to the wall, and if he falls, it will rip his knee off.
So,
We'll be able to run away.
Yeah.
you're in the way and you're in the way. Yep, just so I get an idea. Right, so he'll get 3/4 cover.
Oh, that's fine. Cool. That puts his AC up how much?
Yeah, I believe. Let me double check.
32 now.
So,
easy. He's now unhit.
let me double check.
Let's hope I don't get a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just my neck.
Okay, so yeah, just make your attack roll. I'm just having a look now.
It doesn't matter. That is a. Oh, is that a 5 or a 15?
That's a 5.
It was a 5, I thought so. Damn. 11 to hit.
So, as you draw your arrow, you are there. It's lined up. You're about to release, and then there is a shift of metal just in where you're looking down the length of the arrow, and you are about to release and stop yourself. And then as you realign and readjust your aim, there is another body that moves in front of your line of sight, and the arrow this time goes wide before you can reclasp the bowstring, and the arrow goes down.
Fair enough, that's absolutely fine. I was just sort of slightly frustrated. Move the fucking way! And I'll make my way a little bit into the room with whatever movement I have left. Sort of that cool slide completely diminished by the fact I missed. That'll be my turn.
It still looks cool.
Thank you.
It does. Looks cool.
We all had our backs turned though.
Yeah, no one saw the coolest bits.
Everyone's like, what was that noise? It's you like, damn it.
Draenog's little furry face will peer around the corner of the wall, see what's happening inside. He'll go racing in and try to bonk them with his wooden staff to knock them out.
It's all just a bonk.
Feels like a grandma.
Run in and make an attack roll.
It's all in the box.
Sergeant Bonkelstein.
Oh,
Oh no.
what is happening?
It is a grandma.
So when he gets a natural 20, the guy just explodes.
That's a 2 plus 5 plus 7.
7.
Okay. As you move in, you whack him, but you whack him at such an angle where you almost press him down onto the banister, and rather than causing damage to him, it weirdly enough steadies his aim.
That's all the shit. Oh, thank you.
And as he looks at this strange congregation that just suddenly kicked or blown open the door and rushed in, cleft his friend in two, and then is joined by a small gnome that just starts whacking him. He looks ready to fucking go. Anything further there?
He'll just be muttering, "You bastard," in Gnomish.
Draenor. So, the response in Gnomish.
Oh,
What?
oh,
Wait!
oh.
So,
It's one of those red.
Val,
No. Is it me?
I believe so.
FYI, if I'm in earshot, I also speak Gnomish.
So you would have heard him. It's almost like surprise, like he's surprised that Draenor is attacking him.
Oh. Interesting. I feel like it's getting a bit too crowded now.
Yeah, you can't fit anybody else in now. That
Yeah.
3 people on double windows. Anything more than that, someone has to
I
move.
could try Eldritch Blasting, but that'll just knock him off the balcony.
3/4 cover, and again, if we get a natural 1, you're probably going to hit someone else because natural ones.
I think Val's going to stay out of this one for a bit. He's going to basically stay in his doorway, and I'm just going to kind of peek down the other corridor and see if there is anybody else poking their heads out or coming up the stairs or anything, just to see what the fuck's going on with all
Roll
this
perception
noise.
check.
Don't worry about it. We're fine.
Nothing to see here, folks. It's all good.
Just a bisected individual, and
They can't see him.
Fucking hell. Oh my god.
I see nothing. My cloak gets caught in my face and I'm like, fuck! It's a 3.
Okay. There is nothing that you can see. That it's very hard to keep your back towards actual opponents. So where you're looking, every time there's a fresh noise, there's a fresh bonk, there's a fresh squeal in Gnomish, you look around and then your eyes go back. So if there was someone there, you've missed them. Anything further?
I will... Is anyone still in the doorway or is everyone in the room now?
I'm in the doorway.
Yeah, it's just
You're in the
you.
doorway.
I'm in the room.
In the room.
You're in the room.
Normally-
Oh yeah.
The balcony now.
Normally
You
combat
four
will
are
have
just
a
You
map.
in the doorway.
This
Yes.
was meant to be quite a quick one, so it's more narrative. So
Yeah.
in terms of thank you for keeping track of where you are.
Yeah.
So anyone blocking?
Just me.
Yeah, I will. I think Val will just stay where he is. There's not much more I can do or would like to do at the moment, so I'll stay where he is.
Have you seen the mess on the floor?
No, I can't see around corners.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
I am going to unarmed strike and try and grapple this guy. So I'm not really used to grappling. I normally play magic.
So it's changed for this one, as we
Yeah.
said. Make an unarmed attack.
Yeah.
You, in lieu of dealing damage, you can choose to make a grapple, which means they then do a roll against the DC, which is your 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier.
So 10 plus your strength, basically.
Yes. Well, don't get into the habit of that because your proficiency bonus
Proficiency
does
will
go up.
yeah.
So 11 plus 6, 17.
17, yeah. So you reach out and you snare hold of him. So what is your strength?
Plus 18 is my strength, so plus 4.
So plus 4, so DC 14.
Yeah.
Okay. You wrench hold of him. Your grip is so tight that when you pull, he doesn't come with it. The fabric.
Oh my god!
He's
We're stripping it!
He's so strong.
Adding to the confusion of this poor
He's
man.
not just an assassin, he's a naked assassin.
They're the most dangerous people.
Why is he oiled?
I'm told this was where the stallion was.
Yeah, he's just a gentleman's caller.
We were all playing as
We
owls.
walked in on something really weird. We just killed them.
No, we know it's not. He said he was in for a vigorous lonely night.
Yeah,
We know he's got no rules. He has
With
no
owls.
Oh my god.
He said he was in for a hoot.
No.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Fuck you all. That's my first pun.
And it will be the last.
It will not. House rule. Allowed to pun.
Yeah, but obviously I can't really do it as a bonus action. I've already entered a raid.
Just remember, guys, descriptive as you can because we've got podcasts potentially.
As I try to get him back onto the balcony, I think I'm just going to run to the edge of the balcony and I can't ready an action because I've taken my action, so I'm just going to try and keep him on there if I can. Can I try and intimidate him? I guess.
That'd be an action.
That'd be an action.
Yeah.
I'm just going to scowl.
You ripped
at
his
him
clothes off, that's relatively
then.
intimidating.
I'm just going to show it to his face. Fuck you!
Bisected friends. That's fine. Waving cloth.
I'm really angry right now.
My father's a tailor. Okay.
Wait, can I? And it would be an attack roll probably, so I probably wouldn't be able to. Can I use a bonus action to try and knock his mask off? No,
Not really.
Okay, fair enough.
Otherwise, we start inventing uses of bonus actions. He gets messy. So, there's no one else now. I haven't missed anyone. Just because I've written this in the most awkward way.
Right.
Just me.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Seeing that everyone else, seeing that you have stabbed him and you have also ripped off his clothes, and everyone else has been trying to kill him, my immediate thought now is, we're not letting this guy live. So I would like to just do a full unarmed strike to his chest. Try to crack his ribs open.
Okay. So, is this going to be a shove or are you dealing damage?
Oh, I'm dealing damage.
Okay.
And through
If you
chest.
just shove, he's going to get damage anyway.
16 plus 6, that's a 22. And I would like to apply Thunderous Smite to him. So can I have a 2d6, please?
So, Thunderous, remind me how this works.
It's 2d6 and it can be heard from 300 feet away.
Oh my god! So you're obliterating his heart loudly.
Lovely
I think it's
Is that cast as an attack or
it's a bonus action.
as a bonus action to an
Yes,
attack?
to
that you
add
get?
on to a successful attack.
Got it.
So it is.
Sweet Jesus.
It is 5 bludgeoning damage and 5 thunder damage, lightning damage, whatever
And
it is.
it doesn't shove him back.
Ooh. It might do.
I know that something like thunderclap sends people.
I
I
think
think it's just
Thunder
noisy.
Smite.
I think
Yeah, I think
Thunder
it is.
Smite. I think it's just noise.
Right. Okay.
Very
Now, as you strike him, beyond what should be capable for the sound of a gauntlet's cracking ribs, there is a thunderous boom, followed by an eerie quiet that is punctuated only by the gasping of a man whose ribs have been cracked in.
He needs to do a strength saving
Oh.
throw or be pushed 10 feet away.
Oh my god!
What
He's
is the
been good at
DC?
strength
Is it just against my regular strength DC?
What's your spell DC?
My spell DC is 12.
12.
He's going to do a strength saving.
Get blown into the
12.
next building.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10
A
feet,
rasping
of course.
gasp. As he falls back, there is a flutter of a cloak, and you see his boots vanish behind the banister.
The only thing left.
The fluttering, and then and peering down, there is a red smear on the ground 3 feet below, from where he has landed atop his head, and his neck is broken from the immediate impact. As he lies in a jumbled pile, his fingers and limbs twitching.
Well, I guess we're not speaking to him.
What the fuck was that?
And that is the end of it. So
I
we're out of
turned-
combat round now.
I turned to the rest of them and just went, he was an owl. I sent him flying.
How long have we been thinking of that?
All sessions.
So
All combat even.
as Gazlo kind of hefts off him the half of this person that was dragging him away, he kind of rubs bloodied hands over himself from the smears, and then reaches up. You can see from where he was clutched, he's had chunks of his hair ripped out from where he's been dragged bodily from the bed. Thank you. A bit rougher play than I'm used to.
Did you invite
Uh,
me? No.
And he pulls himself away from the head that's on his foot, and he kind of kicks it. Are they the men?
Well,
Is that the men from earlier?
Not from what you described.
I'll have a closer. I'll take the owl mask off the head.
It's not. Slack-jawed, seeing wide. Does not look like the individual you saw behead. The bald head, completely different than the individuals you saw.
No, I don't recognise this. Do you recognise this one?
No.
Why were you so loud?
That was.
I was stood
Very-
right
that
next
was
to
loud.
you.
Very loud.
I did say close your ears.
I did not hear.
Well, I thought it.
That doesn't help. That
Oh,
really does
sorry.
not help.
There is
I
movement from
pressed
below
the room.
and from further in the rooms is clusters distance.
We should probably pop that one down. No, I don't recognise those people. Who? What? What
I
happened?
don't know. My first assumption was that they were the men that was eyeballing, but they're not. They're not the men.
No.
What shit have you got into?
I'm nothing. Right. Who's trained in history?
Yes.
Yes. It's a -4 count.
I'm trained in history.
-4.
So those that are trained in history.
Whilst this is all happening, can I go just place myself in the broken doorway?
Just plant yourself.
Just
I am.
go full banter.
Yeah.
This is my thing.
13.
Go.
15.
14.
None of you have any recognition of this mask.
Okay.
You feel like there's a significance to it because it is not like they just chose random masks to hide their faces. They are near identical, save for subtle shifts. They look as though they've been purpose whittled.
Can I take one and sort of slide it into my robe that I've got on currently?
Sure.
Yeah,
You want to hide from other people, or are you just taking it?
well, not from these guys,
Right.
but so people in the corridor don't necessarily
So
see.
you take it. There's no one in the corridor yet. There's sounds of movement.
I'm
That
assuming-
300-foot boom.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm assuming people are going to be stopped by our new fashion door, but yeah,
Yeah.
got to slide it in.
Okay. How's fine. I will explain this to the city watch. I'll have to.
Can you explain it to us?
Very fair.
Can you take them into your room and wait? Once I've dealt with the city watch, we will meet and we will discuss. But if everyone's here, it gets confusing.
We cannot take them into our room.
I'd rather not be here if a bunch of witch hunters
I don't-
turn up, if I'm completely honest.
You lot have interceded, and I don't know what they had in mind, but given the treatment I had between here and the window, it could not have been good. I do not want you in trouble for saving my life. Take them to your room. I will meet and I will express my heartfelt thanks when I cannot. Please, now. Take
Do either of the bodies have any swords, though?
What, are you asking him or are you?
Above
right,
table.
okay. So, have a rummage around, do a very quick investigation check. You can hear footsteps.
I'm going to
Are
start
we going
grabbing
to start
the
moving?
top half of one
No.
of the bodies.
I will,
Just gonna pick it up.
as we all leave our cell, grab you like
No.
alleyway down.
They'll ask where it is.
Right, sure.
There's a lot to take them into.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
the bodies.
You're smart.
Don't leave the bodies. I need to explain it. They're going to ask where they are.
Right, we'll run down to the alleyway, me and you.
Yeah,
Okay,
and we'll just like two people like scooping him up.
So, is everyone moving off into your room?
well,
Yeah.
we're going to deal with the alleyway body.
He wants the bodies where they
Right, so you're going out and down.
Yeah.
Are you going
Yeah.
out through the building or are you going out the window?
Should jump out the window.
There's 3 floors up.
Aim for the bushes.
I have dexterity at 10. Is that 10? That's
Keep in mind,
that's pure
there is full damage. You are level 1.
pure
It does sound like people coming up from the stairs, so
He wants the bodies where they are anyway, so
Go into
Oh, he wants the bodies where they are.
I've got to explain.
Just leave
Oh,
them.
we're leaving the bodies.
Let's-
Oh, right.
it's
So I thought we were
us.
moving the bodies.
Because he wants us to leave.
Oh,
Well,
alright, what are you doing?
I thought he meant the bodies
Let's
too.
just
Get
bodies.
two magic users hidden.
If you take the bodies, move the
Magic.
bodies, I have to explain who's moved them.
I don't know.
Oh, yes. Everybody, into
Leave
my
yours.
room.
Very good.
Your sword, leave your sword.
I
I
was
will
going
give
to-
it back.
I was going to ask you to use your sword. Come
I
on,
could have cleft the man in half with mine.
Well,
Let's
you're angry.
get the fuck out of here.
I'm walking out the room. I'm
Fine.
trying to
I will give it back. I just need to make them think I did this in self-defense.
If this is taken, it is on your life.
Yes, sure, whatever, go.
Right, we all scoot into someone's room.
Do you give
Yeah,
it
we
to
all
him or
check
do you
it.
put it
I
against the
think my
wall?
room was decently far away. actually.
Give it to
I think
him.
mine was at the yeah.
Yeah, you two are the first.
Mine's at the other end of the corridor, so it's like we'll go down there and be
Yeah.
like, what was that noise?
Okay.
You rush into the other room and you close the door. As you hear footsteps rushing up the stairs. That's where we're going to leave it.
Oh,
Yeah.
my word. Okay. There we go.
It's a short note, and we picked my short bow up on the way out.
Yeah.
So the only things taken, the mast and the shotgun.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark off ammunition. So it's half the ammunition you've used, rounded down, so if you fired off an arrow, you lose the arrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
I believe that was the old rule. I'll double check if it's the new one, but that was the rule.
If I
used
just
for
Why
the
I
others.
use swords.
Yeah.
Swords is simpler. Yeah. If I
Except
do.
for I got my sword taken off me, so.
Oh yeah, true. You've donated it to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
It's to you can't exactly explain his sword, which is basically like a noble's rapier. You can't cleave a guy in half with a rapier, given that the edges aren't exactly as sharp as anything. The edge is the stabbing end.
19.
Sounds like bullshit.
Perfect. Right, awesome. Oh, amazing. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that was a great
Yeah,
start.
thank you
So
That's
that's
awesome.
a start.
Thank you for bearing with us, guys. Apologies if that was a bit slow and jarring. It always is for the start of the campaign. There's a lot to introduce, characters to introduce. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hopefully you will join us again next Sunday. The VOD recorded, like I said, Wednesday, 5 p.m.
5
British Standard
p.m.
Time.
British Standard Time.
Yeah.
The YouTube video and the Spotify version of the podcast will be out both at that point.
Yes,
So,
so you can catch up on there, you can reacquaint yourself, and then same time, 12 p.m. British Standard Time next Sunday, we'll be doing the next episode, and unless there is something where we have to replace, working on the occasional weekend, don't expect it to be a big thing, but when it does happen, we give people notice that this week's episode will be replaced for something else, but we're not expecting that for a little bit. So hopefully you'll join us on Sundays, catch up with the VOD if and when. Please do feel free to join our Discord. It gives us a chance to actually interact with people and speak to people. And all the questions that got asked, which we all do intend to answer, we'll be answering on the Discord. So thank you very much, guys, and you all take care of yourself, and we will see you next week. Bye!
Bye.